and get this thing started. Jason will be along in a moment. He's stuck in traffic. We are down here at Jack Brown's for the Mirror Twin Tap Takeover. So I'm going to be running solo for a few minutes.
Jason showing up?
He is. He's stuck in traffic. So I'm going to go ahead and run solo for a minute. So we are joined by War Daddy's back from vacation. So hopefully we'll get to see her a little bit later. We got Mirror Twin Tap Takeover going on right now. On tap, we have Crispy Business, The Bee Sting, Scorched Orchard, and me and Mr. PB. So I think I'm going to start off with a Crispy Business. So, hey Giselle, could I get a 10-ounce Crispy Business? And we're going to get this party started. So, last night we were at Mr. Bruce for the Great Lakes Tap Takeover, which was pretty fun. We had a good time. Had a nice little visit with Nathan, the owner, and he, clued us in on a few things which we already knew.
Hey, good darling.
Thank you, ma'am.
No problem.
All right, that's the Crispy Business, which I'm taking it as just a traditional, I guess, just for lack of a better term, beer. I'm getting, just your standard, lager, really, I guess. So I'll go ahead and write this on the old notch card, as you can see. So, Crispy Business. Now, as you know, what we started off doing, me and Brother Steve. Speaking of Brother Steve, he had a little health scare over the weekend, and he was admitted to the hospital for oxygen. His oxygen drops. His wife told me what it was, but I don't. The acronym is RAD. It was some kind of airway disease, rhinovirus. So he's better. He's out of the hospital. They got for 2 days. He was in the hospital for 2 days. They got his oxygen straightened out, and he was released on Monday. So good to hear. But hopefully we'll get Brother Steve back on the couple episodes in the near future. But anyway, we started the Brewery Boiz broadcast. He and I did, and we base it on drinking beers, what we think about them, and we have a pint system where 1 to 5 pints. 6 being your traditional, it's going to be a big to-do with 6 pints. But anyway, so as you can see, we have the 3, whatever we rate the pints, the beers, whatever the pints are rated. Now this was on a Jack Brown's notch card, which they don't rate. They want you to rate, but I'm just using the Brewery Boiz rating on my notch card. So I'm going to give the Crispy Business. It's really not. I'm going to give it a 2 pints just because it's not something that I would clamor for. Anyway, we got some nice 80s music going on right now. So we were talking about some stuff just yesterday. We were, Jason and I are big Kiss fans and stuff like that. So the passing of Ace Frehley and all that's kind of been still on our minds, very much so. And looks like I don't know what's going on with the bags here. Looks like we've got some swag, so we'll have to see what that's all about. But looks like Bad Ash is in the house as well. She might be over there visiting with the Mirror Twins people. So, anyway, tonight Slow Count is at the house. His Buffalo Bills are taking on the Houston Texans. So he's pretty adamant that he's not missing that ball game since they've had a bit of a stumble in the last. They lost to the Dolphins. They came back they didn't come back, but they beat the Buccaneers rather handily. But this one seems pretty important. So he's going to stay at home tonight, watch that, support his Bills. So obviously I support him with him. So go Bills. But yeah, so back to the music thing. I posted on Facebook a couple of days ago that it's really annoying when you have people that support bands and stuff like that, but yet, oh, I like this song, I like that song. It's like, well, wait a minute. You either like the whole thing. If you're going to like a band, buy the CD, buy the vinyl, buy the tape, buy the merch. Don't download the shit. The band doesn't get the kind of royalties that they do from the physical copies. Everybody bitches about the prices of concert tickets. Well, you know what? If album sales were up, guess what? Your concert tickets would be cheaper, folks. Holy shit, what a concept. So you don't have albums going double platinum. I think somebody said something, one of the Slipknot albums, I think it was 13 years later, finally reached 1 million plays or something like that. That's absurd. If you own the album, you listen to that shit every day. I know when I bought an album or a CD or a cassette, I burnt the hell out of it. Side A, side B, repeat. Side A, side B, repeat. It was, I wore albums and tapes out in my car in the 80s when we were driving around cruising. It was just get out there, buy the albums, buy the CDs, buy the cassettes. That's what makes a difference. So we'll touch on this subject again when Jason comes in, but other than that, yeah, the passing of Ace Frehley is, and of course, you know, we all know that Gene, Paul, and Peter went to the funeral and stuff like that. They paid their respects. They've even paid a respect on their landlocked cruise. So that was pretty cool, and good to see, you know, they actually gave the props and stuff like that. So Gene had some really nice things to say about Ace. You know, we know they had their tumultuous beginnings and whatnot, but the fact of the matter is that, you know, you're not always going to get along when you're that close in a band, because it's like a brotherhood. It's like your brothers. You fight. You're going to fight. You're not going to like what they're doing. Ace was drinking, doing extracurricular activities. You know, so was Peter. Peter did the same. Paul and Gene did not. So it's one of those situations where they were not on the same page as far as the extracurriculars go. They didn't like it. They didn't want it. So that it subsequently ended up being Peter and Ace's downfall in the band, and they eventually left. Now, while Ace was in the band, his guitar is, to me, the Kiss sound. We've been over this about Tommy Thayer playing, you know, stuff like that. You know, Tommy's doing it. I don't want somebody else to imitate. I don't want somebody else to, how do I say it? You want to imitate Ace, you're obviously imitating by wearing the makeup and doing that kind of stuff, but the sound is not the same. So, yeah, you're a guitarist. Yeah, you can, you know, you learn how to do this, you learn how to do that. You've learned to play the guitar, you know, but to me, Ace's sound is just a sound. It's the sound, not just a sound. It is the sound of Kiss. And that goes back to what I was saying about buying the CDs and buying the tapes and stuff, because when Ace went solo, when he left the band, he had his band Frehley's Comet, which was a really good 80s act. So when you start delving into the 80s music, I highly recommend picking up the two Frehley's Comets albums, and then a lot of Ace's solo stuff after Frehley's Comet. He just kind of started tooling around and doing what he did, but he's got some really iconic albums. Again, it's the Ace Frehley sound. So I highly recommend, and he influenced so many guitar players so many guitar players today that were even in the 80s. They were like, Ace is the reason why I picked up a guitar. So that says something right there. So yeah, just support your local, support your favorite bands, buy the merch, buy the albums. Do yourself a favor. Go to a local record store, buy the album if you prefer vinyl. If you can get a CD, buy the CDs. You can't. I don't think you can get cassettes unless they're used. But even then, buy the cassettes, because there's nothing like taking the cassettes out and opening up and seeing the song lyrics. Same with a vinyl album. You take it out of the casing and you have the jacket that has the sleeve that has the lyrics on the sleeve, and then if there's any artwork, if it's a double fold, you get the artwork. You get the artwork on the front of the album, on the back of the album. It's just really, really phenomenal. Uh-oh. Here comes Bad Ash.
What's up?
What's going on? Are these what
We're sampling.
sampling
these.
these?
What are you
Okay.
drinking now?
I have the Crispy Business.
Crispy Business.
Yes.
It's
Jason is stuck in traffic, but he will be here.
aha.
He I brought his little lawnmower chart and
I
everything.
get to use the lawnmower chart.
So yeah. So War Daddy saw it for the first time. She loves it. So yeah. So that is Buckeye Jason's lawn mowing beer scale. So is that
For those who are listening, it says Buckeye Jason's lawn mowing beer scale, and it has his head poking out over some tall grass, and it has his head is a sliding scale.
yeah? I think we need to put a popsicle stick on it. What do you
Totally,
think?
to make it hold
Yeah.
it easier. So it's his head's at a 1. What's up? And then it goes, and he sings when he sings when he does it. So
Try to be the Price is Right.
Yeah, and then it has a sliding head that goes all the way up to having a 6-pack. So it's 1 beer, 2 beer, 3 beer, 4 beer, 5 beer, or he'll have the whole 6-pack.
And if you-
it's actually pretty creative.
And if you've seen Buckeye Jason's little video stints with him in the pool, if he's had a 6-pack, his lawn is not looking that
His
good.
lawn is not done.
It's not looking that
So
good.
his lawn looks like the picture.
Yeah, his lawn would look like the picture. So
I don't know if you opened it, but I have
Did
something
not.
for you guys.
okay.
So I don't know if you want to open yours. That one's yours. Wait.
Oh, okay. We'll wait till let Jason feel special. We'll wait till he gets here. But is that the Mirror Twin group over
Yes.
there?
A couple of the owners are there. Nolan is here, which he is a distributor.
Okay.
So his sticker's up here.
Okay.
We were actually talking about having Nolan Fest
Ooh.
and throwing a party in February. We thought maybe it'd be a fun time to get people out and about.
That would be
because they're all
cool.
stir crazy at home. And I told him he can have all 8 lines, and he has to put on 8 of his favorite beers. Hey, Chad. Come here. Watch out for that. But come here real quick. We're gonna. This is Chad. He's one of the owners.
Hi, Chad. Nice to meet you.
Pedal Pub.
How are you?
Pedal
Is
Pub.
the wife
Okay.
I know.
You never let her out.
It's at night. She's like, well, she babysits.
Oh yeah, the
She
grandbaby.
drives here, and then she's like, I'm not coming.
I'm not doing it. But yeah, we're doing the podcast right now. This is the Marie Boy broadcast. So if you want to come around and say hello.
Yeah. You're on camera.
You're on
Oh
camera.
my!
Yeah, you're on. Yeah, it's on
So
Spotify.
it's a recording. So yeah,
Spotify,
we upload it to
and-
YouTube.
We do.
Yeah.
Say hi, be like you want to go on Pedal Pub. for the
Yes,
holiday party
yes.
with
No,
everybody.
you. This is all about you.
Yes.
So,
And our friends. Yeah.
Everybody
We
gets
could
to
do
say.
a podcast on the Pedal
Yeah,
Pub.
that'd be cool.
sometime maybe.
I mean, that could actually be fun.
It would be fun
It would be. Yeah, I think that would be.
if you talk a lot.
Pod on the pub.
Oh,
Pub on the pod.
Yeah.
We'll get creative.
Well, I bet you're gonna
Pedal
be
on the
busy
pod.
today, so.
Mirror Twin owners are over there if you want to go say hello. If you're up for it.
Awesome.
We just
Thank
have
you.
a cocktail.
nice to meet you, Chad.
You bet.
Very nice.
to meet you. Have a good
I'll see you
night.
later. Watch out for that cord.
The what?
There's a cord. What? You see that little baby cord? Yeah, that's why I'm telling you.
Just kidding.
Oh, here's your seat. Here's your seat.
Oh,
I was keeping it warm.
Switch it up on you.
There's a stool softener on
Yeah,
there
you got the stool softener.
for the booty.
Got the booty. Got the booty.
All right, Buckeye Jason has joined us. So
He's here. He's finally
he is here. He is
Yeah.
here.
I gave our listeners a girly
Yep,
version
she's already
of
done the
explaining what your lawnmower
lawnmower.
scale.
Yep.
I didn't think about it that when you have the 6-pack though, your lawn is not mowed.
Yeah, it still looks like that.
I didn't put that together actually.
War Daddy's back from vacation. War Daddy.
How was vacation?
Wonderful.
Where'd you go?
Wonderful. Kansas City. Went to a World War I museum, watched the Nuremberg movie. What else did I do?
She saw Nuremberg.
Yeah, that was a good movie.
See some tanks. See some.
Yeah, the museum had so much. Oh my gosh. It was wonderful.
Excellent.
It felt very nerdy. I was in it for like 3 hours.
Nothing wrong with being nerdy.
I love good war museum.
So I want to start. We have these gifts for you guys.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Waiting patiently.
The ones I forgot for 2 weeks in a row. So it's time for you guys to be warm.
Ooh, oh,
And,
that's fancy.
Get you guys a Jack Brown's hoodie.
Why, thank
Zippy
you.
uppy.
Yes, thank you very much.
You know, I wear my shirt a lot. I don't think I've ever seen you wear it.
He never wears his shirt.
Loser.
You rep.
Thank you. Appreciate
Thank you
that.
very much.
Yes. So Emily and I have some cans here for you guys
Yep.
to try.
I am drinking the crispy business.
What do you think of it? As a Pilsner, what do you think of it?
May I?
Oh, now we're borrowing
Is this
the
a garage?
scale.
Is this a mowing type area?
I'm gonna go grab you a beer, okay?
There we go.
Okay. It's a little hoppy, which I
Yes.
wasn't expecting out of a crispy
Or
Pilsner.
like just your typical
I don't think I saw that one on the.
Yeah, I've sent the thing, and I wrote the crispy business, bee sting,
I saw the beast thing.
scorched
That's kinda good.
orchard, and
Scorched orchard sounded good.
Yes, it is the mango scorched orchard.
mango. That's what
Yes,
I was.
and it's 6.9% cider, kind of like how Country Boy does theirs. It's a little bit higher, which I appreciate because cider is
Yeah.
really tasty.
No, I do not appreciate alcohol. No.
Do you want
Not
a beer?
at all.
I think she'll give you one.
What do you
Thank you
get?
for asking that. I don't know.
Oh, she's gonna surprise you, I guess.
Find out.
So regale us with okay.
Regale us.
Breweries. Did you visit
I
any?
did not.
Whoa.
No worries.
What about barbecue? Did you have some barbecue?
No, I was told I got some recommendations to go to barbecue. I ate a really nice Italian restaurant and then a sushi place.
Did you go to the stadium? All right, look. What was your favorite vehicle at the museum? Or favorite attraction, per se?
I thought the coolest part of the museum, when you first go into the main exhibit, because they had 2 floors. The bottom floor was just like shelves and cases of artifacts that they had collected. Upstairs
What do we have here?
was the main exhibit.
Crispy business.
And you first walk in, go a little bit to the right, and you step up on this, it's just a couple steps up, and you look, and it's no more than like 5 or 6 feet wide, but they had recreated trenches all the way down to the other side of the building. So
You got
when
to walk
stood
through
up, you didn't walk through them, but you stood up, and you could see just barely over the tops, which was cool, because it was kind of like a view or perspective of it. And then as you walk through, you could go to the side, and it was kind of blocked off, but it was like what a British trench would look like. And they had a display of it with like statue people, and, or they did like an American trench or a French. It was just, I found that the most interesting.
What were the differences? I would think a trench would be a trench.
A trench is a trench is a
Yeah,
trench.
pretty much the same. A couple had different structures, like rather than just a hole.
Wood in there.
Yeah, wood kind of like the sides. And then different uniforms for soldiers and stuff.
This was all kinds of errors, or just the trenches were like World War One.
Yeah, just World War One. I mean, the whole thing. And I also thought it was cool because everybody talks about World War II, and there's not a lot that highlights.
World War I.
Yeah, so it was really cool.
So coming here while I'm sitting, emailing and I asked her if she had seen Sergeant York.
That's the old school movie.
And she has not.
She has not seen any of the good ones.
So that must be on the plate. Sergeant York.
It is now on the
That is a great movie.
Toy Cora, Battle of the Balls.
Who's the actor that plays? He played in Mr. Smith.
Audrey No.
Mr. Smith Goes to
It
Washington.
was something Aubrey.
Jimmy.
No, it was Aubrey something.
Anyway,
I'll produce it this time.
yeah. But yeah, so I was. So yeah, I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. I thought it was the guy that's in A Wonderful Life, Jimmy Stewart.
What Jimmy
So Nuremberg, obviously, really
Yeah,
good.
that was a really good movie.
So that's on my.
It was interesting. I expected it to be more focused on the trial itself.
Very cute.
It was, but it was also highlighting, or like there was a lot of focus on the shrink, the psychiatrist that directly spoke to and built relationships with the Nazi high officials that they had captured, which I thought was fascinating. So,
Okay.
Have you seen some of the clips of the actual trials itself? Very interesting. A couple guys getting hung and everything.
Yeah.
I see she's got some dog tags.
I do. Yeah.
Sure,
Unrelated, but
Oh.
yeah.
Not your typical.
We're on the same vibe on the war scene now.
Oh, I love it.
I got as a kid, and I still have now. It's a plastic mountain. It's called. It's Iwo Jima. I have the Iwo Jima mountain. I have a little home in. Love that toy. Saturday mornings watching cartoons.
Yeah,
I'm my
playing
blanket
Iwo Jima.
fort.
I remember that toy. And of course, I was big into G.I. Joes. So we did retreating.
I just had the
Take them out in the back.
Army man. I never had the G.I. Joe like that.
You take them out in the backyard, build the forts, build the prison camps. Blew some of them up. Yeah.
That sounds like a good time. How much was it to get in there? How much was it to get in there?
It was, I want to say 26 a person. So not bad.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Busy or crowded?
No, it was it's Sunday, midday. It was closer to when they were closing. We spent the last 3 hours they were open. So it wasn't super busy. We just got to walk through this one end. It was really cool. I like how they had everything laid out and all the information.
And I mean, obviously, like you said, $26. I mean, for you to spend 3 hours.
Yeah.
That's that.
They had other parts you could add on to your ticket. That was just a general admission ticket. You have this huge monument, and it sticks up pretty far out of the ground, but then from the base of it, it goes 6 stories down.
Wow.
Yeah, which is crazy. I couldn't really wrap my brain around it or why. I don't remember that person.
That is pretty cool. Yeah. Some fun facts.
Sand below it is above.
Welcome.
But,
I'm enjoying.
Hello.
how you doing?
Derek with Mirror Twin.
Hey, I'm Buckeye Jason.
Nice to meet you.
Eric Bowen. Nice to meet you.
Go Bucks.
Uh-oh.
Welcome to the pod, guys.
What's going on?
How you doing? How we doing?
Not too bad. This is Mike, one of the brewers.
Hey, how you doing?
Brewer, yeah.
Well, we're about ready to sample some Ash brought over for us, so we're just kind of taking it all in. We got So, what is the premise behind Mirror Twin?
So I'm actually the owner, one of the owners, and I have an identical twin brother, but I'm right-handed and he's left-handed, so we are mirror twins. And
You're the better.
I'm the
With
better
right
looking twin. Yeah. I'm taller, more handsome, smarter, older,
The whole package.
and then it just so
Older by 2
happened
seconds.
that the buildings that we're in are kind of the mirror image of each other as well, and so it just kind of played into that
Really?
as well, and
So the brewery and across the parking lot where you got their
yeah. So when we first started, we brewed in the back of. We always kind of refer to them by their address. So the 725 building is where we started, And then about a year and a half in, there was a music venue in the 723 building, Cosmo Charlie's, and COVID happened and kind of really hurt them, and so they ended up moving. Well, they were getting the cops called on them like every night.
Yeah.
And because there's the Kenwick neighborhood, and I think there were some people who just couldn't sleep and the music was loud. So then we took that building over in 2018, so a little bit before COVID. And then during COVID, we were allowed to take that parking lot that was in between the buildings and turn it into patio space. And so then when we acquired both of the buildings, it was just funny how they were like the mirror image of each other. The garage doors are on opposite sides, and they were both painted black. And it just kind of really worked out that way.
I've been there a couple times, and I did not notice.
You didn't notice.
I didn't notice. I didn't
That's
notice.
cool.
Did
I
not
like the
notice.
backstory on that.
Had no clue.
Yeah.
That was really, really cool.
Yeah. So
You were talking to one thing that was
the
up.
real question is, are you talking to me or my twin?
Kind of the whole.
Sometimes I just
relay
send them
race
out
thing.
Identical.
One of
right?
you's hiding in the bushes while the other one's running the race.
Yeah.
Go around the corner, and the other.
I'm tired. You're in.
Does your twin
Oh,
look
he's coming from.
No, he
behind.
actually lives in Wisconsin, so he's not part of the business, but I always joke that he's the mascot.
That's funny. That's cool. Yeah, when he's in town, you'll have to let us know so we can all meet him.
Yeah, he doesn't. He's got 2 kids. He doesn't get down
Looks
here
just
too
like this,
often. But next time he comes in town, I'll make sure to bring him here at least.
No, definitely let us know.
That'll work.
What are we sampling
So
here?
what do we got?
They're all reliable.
Reliable.
So, kind of our lighter version of our blonde ale, Wycro Wasted, a little bit lower ABV, a little bit crisper. We use white rice flakes just to kind of give it a little bit more of that dry, crispy flavor that you expect from a lager. We've fermented with lager yeast. It takes about 6 weeks to turn around, and it's just super crushable, and you can drink.
Very, very light.
Yeah.
Almost got a tonic-y type finish to it.
Yeah.
Like a what?
Like a tonic-y type finish to it.
Yeah.
So
So
real light.
that's the rice flakes really dry it out because there's that much flavor to them. We use about 20% in our grain bill, so that really kind of gives it that kind of tonic-y, crispy flavor. And then we also will carbonate it a little bit higher because that's what kind of you expect from most lagers, and it just turns out to be just a really drinkable, approachable product. So people come into the brewery and they'll inevitably ask, like, what's the closest thing you have to Bud Light or Miller Lite? And so that's kind of our answer for it. So, and then the next step, that has a little bit more flavor is the blonde ale.
Okay.
It's going to have a little bit more body to it, a little bit more flavor from the yeast since it's an ale strain versus a lager strain, and that's kind of like the stepping stone.
You always see somebody coming in and be like, give me a Michelob Ultra, and you'd be like, take that.
Yeah, I mean, and you would be surprised, or maybe not, how often that happens. When people come in and they're like, just give me the lightest beer you have. And so that was our answer to it. And it sells really well, and because it's a little bit lower ABV, it doesn't cost as much to produce, so we sell it at a slightly lower price point, and I think that helps to move it, especially now because I think people are just a little concerned with the state of the economy and a little bit more worried about what they spend their money on.
Yeah, they want 2 beers. Yeah.
No, we don't.
We want good cheap beers. Let me rephrase
We
that.
want free beer.
Can't get much cheaper than free.
Nope, it's my favorite price.
So, I've noticed some of your old stickers over the years, just seeing one of them that you actually kind of had that NWO 90s wrestling feel to it.
He's feeling the vibe.
Do we have a wrestling thing going on? Or
This was before I had worked for American, but I really wish we'd bring those back because I really want one.
Wink, wink.
yeah, I remember a friend of mine came. I guess he'd been down there, and I was like, he handed me one. I was like, man, why does this look familiar? And then I'm like, he's like, oh yeah, wait. So I go to the closet, there's the old NWO. I'm like, all right, yeah, that's pretty cool. And then of course my buddy was like, yeah, I think somebody down there is a big wrestling fan or whatever. And I was like, all right, that makes it even more. Go down there and hang out. So.
I think every young child went through that phase of wrestling. I remember my dad taking me to a wrestling show. But I think Eric, one of our brewers, is kind of who brought that style to our attention. And we always kind of like to, give an ode to the past and where we came from.
So that's pretty cool. That was one of my favorite stickers, and I don't know whatever happened to it. I did. Probably somebody's probably got it somewhere.
We do so much new stuff all the time. It's hard to keep up with
what you've done.
Just beer, much less stickers.
Stickers and merch.
You guys have had some cool cans. The Pie So Serious was one of my favorites.
Yeah.
I've got that one stuck on that little fridge right there. It was a really good one. This is Catter Days.
Catter Days. Oh man. Okay.
We call it
I think that's one of the best things about Beer Twin is a lot of our can art. Our graphic designer does such a good job, and I think it really captures what the actual beer is in itself. Yeah. I mean, obviously, this is self-explanatory with the Catter Days.
Yeah, but even like this one, it's got a classic
like
look.
Awesome.
It's very recognizable. it fits the old reliable name very well.
And when you show to somebody that drinks Budweiser or Bud Light, they're like, this looks familiar to me. I think I'll get this one.
Not too much going on.
I kind of put this on the Miller Lite. It's got that heavier.
I think Old Reliable has been one of our mainstays since the beginning, right? Yeah.
Very dry.
Yeah, so the Catter Haze, we actually, it's called a no boil. So one of the parts of it is that if you don't bring the beer up to a boil, you get more of the protein structure that maintains, because you don't get what's called a hot break, which is where a lot of the proteins separate. And we try to play this balancing game with the haze, because we wanted it to be lower ABV, but when you lower the amount of sugar that's in a beer, it's going to be drier as well. So we try to always balance that.
What is the alcohol content of that?
This one here?
Yeah.
This is the Catter Haze.
What's the alcohol content?
So it's 5.5%. So
And it says it's a New England like pale ale, but it doesn't really have that, like, my palate, I expect it like to be a little heavier.
Yeah.
It's not that heavy. It's like,
Yeah,
like I
and-
said, it's a drinkable like a Miller Lite or even along with Bud Light.
Drier than
But it's drier.
smooth.
Yeah.
yeah, and that that's really just a product of with having lower ABV. It's hard to keep that really like thick, juicy body, because that alcohol kind of helps give it that more fullness to it. And then also like we reduce the dry hopping slightly as well to match lower ABV, because if you dry hop it too much, then you get a lot of like the particulate and the hop burn in it. And so that's basically kind of what happened. Was some friends that come into the brewery frequently we love these 7% ABV New Englands, but I'm getting in trouble going home to my wife because I'm super buzzed.
Tone it down a little bit.
I drink a couple of them on the golf course, and my swings are wrecked by the end of the day. Can you make something that's a little bit lower ABV, but still falls under that hazy category?
Right.
So that's kind of what a good beer to drink during game day.
Do you guys sell this at any of the games?
So we don't sell them at the stadium. They have kind of a contract with like the bigger.
They've already locked in like Clark and Eagle. And,
Yeah.
Well, really, I think I went there 2 years ago, or whenever they started selling it, they really didn't have a big selection. Like, did your Michelob Ultra,
Well,
you had
that's what happens.
White Claw,
I had
and
I
That's what
saw
happens when-
Modelo there, and I was like, really
I didn't see Modelo.
They didn't have Modelo.
But that's what happens when you're one of the last SEC schools to like jump on the selling beer
They
ban.
just
It would take
started
a while,
selling
Cash.
beer, right?
Well, and I mean, I think there was good reason why they were so hesitant.
Oh yeah, it was because
of that accident.
Yeah, the accident.
Now, I
back in
will
the
tell
day.
you this. They sent me a survey. I don't know why, because I'm a state fan.
That's why.
They sent me a survey about the stadium. They're talking about doing a beer garden. I don't know what I thought about a beer garden and stuff like that. So that might be something you want to touch base with them on.
Yeah.
Because there's a beer garden. There was like a bar area inside the stadium, like suites. It sounded cool, but then it was like, would you pay $2,000 extra on your ticket?
No,
I wouldn't.
yeah,
Thank you.
no,
But
not for
I would like the beer
Are
garden,
we
but
talking
not
basketball or
football.
not for the current state of football. No way, no way.
Yeah.
where would they put the beer garden?
It was going to be in the concourse area, somewhere down there.
I mean, there's
What
a
side
lot
of the
of
field would you
space.
like it? I was like,
Probably on the. They'll probably put it where the King's Attic is. On that side, they'll probably put it on that side, the blue lot side.
They have a lot of-
Or they can turn that whole green lot, which is where LCC used to be, in the stadium, that lot right there. They can turn that whole
Oh,
area.
hold up. You can't put nothing there because that's where Kona Ice goes. That's where all the entertainment Kona Ice goes. Have you guys been to a game lately? Is it not the weakest fucking tailgate you've ever fucking
I
seen in
just
your
went this
life?
past.
I've lived here my whole life and it just sucks.
There were so many, like when you drive by and like they have the little props, those bones for the tents to pop up,
Oh,
so
yeah.
I'm like, oh my gosh, it's gonna be fucking
great.
amazing.
It's
It's
like-
gonna be great. And none of them were popped up. I was like, so they just sit here? Like,
An old couple
Okay.
sitting with their cardboard table with cheese and crackers
and
out
then
like
people got
this.
TVs, and I saw, yeah, it was
No
crazy.
TVs, no
People had
cornhole.
TVs. And
Let me tell you what, go to the shoe, go to Columbus, and party. I mean, you talk
there's somebody we need
tailgating.
to talk to about getting this there.
Yeah.
I'll figure it out. We'll do some digging.
Where's
Sponsored
this?
by Jack.
Sponsor-
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Where?
Jack Brown
At
paper.
the
I jumped
stadium,
on
there
the
has to be
shoe.
somebody to talk to.
This
to get
stadium?
the-
The UK stadium?
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd
You
be
know,
great.
we meet everybody
Well-
and everybody all the time, and then they're like,
Yeah.
all right, what do we got to do?
True.
And I'm like, hey, I met this person, I have no idea who they are, but they want to sell you beer. You're
That's
welcome.
true. That's true. There could
Free
be,
supply.
there could
for
be
us.
somewhere. There could be some way in.
Well, my football game experiences are probably a little different because I used to work at UK. I was a pipe fitter. And so we would go to the games for free. It was part of the perk. But you use some club toilets the whole time. And now this is where I do my plug.
Yeah.
At the end of the game, there's nothing I wanted more than to go down to Mere Twin Brewery at 725 National Avenue and have an ice cold beer.
Yep. Nice. See how he did that?
Well done.
I
Very
see
good,
how
very
he-
good.
It's like he's done it before.
There's a raise coming. There's a raise. No, it's more like the pizza party next week. Pizza party. That's how my work is. You did great. Fam, you saved us $20 million. Pizza party for you next week.
Oh, yeah.
You get
It's
one
Little
fourth-
Caesars.
You get
Yeah.
1/4 that large.
Oh no, we get Costco at my job.
Well, is that a step up or a step down?
Yeah. Oof. This
We
one-
got leftover student discount pizza. So.
Tortinos.
This is what was left in the students'
Yeah,
common.
whatever Papa John's had left
Yeah,
over.
there you go. Yeah.
Yeah,
Feed the peasants. Feed the
I'm just not impressed with it. I'm disappointed. Like I said, I've lived all my life. Every time I go, I'm disappointed.
There's nothing to get excited about.
Put a concert. Do something out there. Give me something.
Well, they did. They
Do a
did.
kids zone.
They did staple. Oh, you're talking about with the
Around the
radio
stadium.
game.
Get me fired up and go to the game. Tailgate.
So this beer is really popular here. Easy but lazy.
Or this one?
So this is going to be more like, that heavier hitter, traditional haze style beer. 7%.
Get the citrus right off the top.
Yeah, it's kind of our flagship hazy. It's the first one we ever made, and it just took off, and we just keep making it.
It's got a beautiful smell.
So it's dry hopped with Citra, Mosaic, and Amarillo.
Kind of smooth for
I love the
hazy.
corn on it.
Yeah. That's real smooth for what's the alcohol?
7%.
That's real smooth for a 7. Yeah, I mean there's no afterbite. There's no like. Oh, that's really good.
I was expecting something.
Did a lot of canning in August.
That's what I was too. It's like
We do a lot of canning.
What is the most popular beer you have?
So our blonde ale white girl wasted is the most sold beer in our tap room, and hazy but lazy is pretty close second. So it's just, you know, when people come in, like I said, a lot of people ask for the lighter beers, but the hazies have kind of taken a life of their own. But another thing is we brew a lot of different variations of hazies too, so the blonde ale's not really competing with a whole lot of other styles, whereas hazy but lazy's got, there's always like 3 or 4 other hazies on tap that kind of compete with it, but it's a super popular beer, and in distribution it sells really well.
Okay.
As well.
How many beers do y'all have on tap?
So we have 20 taps at the 725 location, which is the original tap room, and we have 16 taps at the other location. It was supposed to be 20, but we mathed wrong.
Math ain't math.
Yeah.
Drank too much.
So there's 16 total taps on that side. So there's at least always 20 different beers on tap, but a lot of times now we'll put different beers on the cocktail side than on the original side. So sometimes there's 25 different beers. You just might have to walk over to one side.
You put all your beers on? You put them else?
When we first started, we were on a little 3-barrel system, and you know, brewing constantly just to keep up. So we would have 10 of our beers and then 10 guest taps. But as we grew, it makes more economic sense to sell your product. And so right now, there's no guest.
No guest taps.
We'll have like some ciders that are in cans, like Ace cider and stuff like that. We do make our own cider now. But some people like the fruitier, like sweeter ciders. We make a drier cider. So we always keep those options on hand. You know, seltzers and stuff like that, like High Noons and White Claws. Like we keep those as well. But
Cider
that's the only,
Boiz.
yeah, cider boys. That's the only guest
Cider
stuff we
Boiz is
really
real
have.
sweet. Most of those things.
Yeah.
They're too sweet.
It's real sweet.
I think they're too sweet.
Yeah, they are too
It
sweet.
makes my stomach like sick to my stomach because there's so much sugar.
You have like a sip of it, and then you're like, all right, I'm
Yeah,
good.
yeah. Like get most of it down. Like, oh yeah.
Because I'm
Have you been to Weisberg?
Yeah, they're
So
all the breweries are really good friends with each other, and you know, Tim, the owner, and his wife, you know, we've always had a really good relationship, and we really like their ciders. They're on the drier side, more
they
like
are
wine.
more like wine. So yeah, I asked to come in and she gave me a full blown tour. I was so happy. Like I was like, thank you for going out of your way. Like you didn't have to do all this, but it was cider week recently, and I wanted to sell their cider. But I knew they had more than what they were distributing. And I'm like, how do I get this? Like, this is what I want. So they made it happen, and we were able to put it on tap. Holy cow, some of the, we need to make a trip there, because some of them are phenomenal. Like, they are...
I do love a good cider.
Yeah.
Well, we did a collab with them. Was that for Craft Beer Week?
Yep.
With the hop cider?
Yeah, we dry hop a cider.
Yeah.
So they provide us with the cider, and we dry hop it and package it, and it's always a fun time to get to hang out with other breweries and other brewers.
That's pretty cool.
It's cool to get everybody involved, too.
Yeah.
So how did you specifically get involved and start up this business?
So
Your home brewing?
I started home brewing, and I just really fell in love with it, and it was either open a brewery or practice law, and I figured brewery was more fun, and turns out it was. I started off brewing for Alltech, or Lexington Brewing Company. I worked there for...
That was the second one.
Yeah.
Do you remember
Lexington Brewing Company.
where
There was one
Tilted
Kilted.
Yeah,
Back in the 90s.
yeah, and they went under.
Yeah.
That was like the
they
first
were they
one.
were way ahead of their time, I feel.
Yeah.
Because this one, like, we were still in college, and, you know, well, fresh out of high school, you know, just turned 21. But like, it was like,
Oh, you were in high school.
huh? 89?
You were 21.
Not in high school.
Yeah.
No. Turning 21 like at 92.
I got you. I just wanna make
How many years you get held back?
sure. He's a little slow.
Yeah, I was a little slow. I rode the short bus.
I did too.
Yeah. Did yours have tinted windows too?
Yeah, they didn't want anybody to see us.
So you brewed at Alltech, and then
And then I brewed for Blue Stallion for about 8 months, and when I started there, I told the owner, hey, I'm trying to start my own brewery. I had no idea how long it was going to take, and it just kind of picked up more steam. So I was working at Blue Stallion, and then eventually stuff with Mirror Twin was kind of just taking a life of its own. So I ended up leaving Blue Stallion to work for, put myself on salary full time while we were kind of ramping up. And then we started September 2016.
Wow,
almost 10 years.
And you got how many other partners?
I have 2 other partners. So it's been a wild ride. Never thought we'd be where we are 10 years ago.
So who was the one, and following you guys on Facebook, you see all the wild stuff that's coming out, like all the Fruity Pebbles, and like where did that start? I mean, obviously Saturday morning cartoons for me, a bowl of Fruity Pebbles, there's nothing like it.
Yeah.
In the 80s, waking up, watching Super Friends and all that stuff, gotta have the Fruity Pebbles. But then now you're seeing it in a beer form, and it's kind of like, what in the absolute hell is going on here?
So you all has Little Debbie stuff as well?
Yeah. That's where is all this? Just like obviously we all love Little Debbie. Like I said, big Fruity Pebbles, Cocoa Pebbles. Some of the cereal concoctions. It's kind of like who actually sat down and went, let's make that a beer.
Usually at the end of the day, we just start drinking beers and just
Yeah.
come
You know
up
what
with
I
ideas.
think would be good? How about a Captain Crunchberry beer?
We did that.
Did you? Oh,
I think I did
We
see
used
that.
Micro Wasted. It was called Oops All Wasted.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I did see that.
All wasted.
So the story was, we still have some on tap, but we started this twin draft concept where we would make 2 identical beers, but we would just change one ingredient. And so then that kind of evolved to like, let's put Reese's peanut butter cups and stuff, and that was kind of getting popular at the time. And then we were sitting around and we were looking at a calendar, like a calendar with like there's a thing for every day, and National Cereal Day was coming up, and we were just joking like, man, they got a day for everything, don't they? And I can't remember who it was. It could have been me. Why don't we just make a bunch of beers infused with cereal? And so that's when the cereal tap takeover. I think we called it the Seriously Cereal Tap Takeover. And so we just sat down and thought like, what type of cereal would go well with what beer. And that in and of itself kind of took on a life of its own, and it did so well that then we started doing things like the Candy Beer takeover for Halloween, the Little Debbie takeover. We've done things with like different. The head brewer grows his own peppers, and so we were like, what pepper? I didn't know there's so many different peppers, but we did different styles of peppers and beers, and all of that just kind of took a life of its own, and it's fun, but at the same time it's very laborious. And a lot of times, like we did a crumble takeover, and we actually went and bought like crumble cookies and sat there all day just uncrumbling crumble cookies. They don't crumble as well as they're advertised.
not very crumbly.
And it's like right in the middle of like bee season, and there's like a hive of bees just flying around us, being like, "Can I get a cookie?" And which you're just waiting for one of them to sting you.
Yeah.
But we just sat there all day, just breaking up the cookies, and we use these like muslin bags, like big tea bags, basically what they are, and we just load them up with the cookies, and then we rack the finished beer on top of it, let it sit so it infuses that flavor, and then we have specialty kegs where you can take the whole top off, and then we'll transfer it back into a normal keg, so it's not like too much in the way in our cooler, and just put them right on tap.
Wow.
For like a cereal, you use actual cereal.
Yeah. For all those
Same
things,
thing,
we
you put
use
it
the
in like a
actual.
big tea bag
So if it
kind of
says Little Debbie, if it says shortcakes, we actually use
Throwing the
those.
shortcakes in and throwing it in the bag.
Yeah.
Wow.
I just tried most of the Little Debbie beers today. And they all taste like zebra cakes and cosmic brownies and oatmeal pies.
Wow.
How many do you have to buy?
million.
Yeah, it's just funny going to the grocery store.
I want it all.
He's buying.
And it's, yeah.
So usually,
I can't get our Oreos through our Cisco. I have to go to Kroger weekly and buy like a ton of Oreos, and my cart's like full of Oreos and habaneros because we can't get them shipped here either.
What are you doing with Oreos and
like,
habaneros?
Once a week, I'm like buying them all out of habaneros.
Let's go to like
and
Costco
Oreos.
or Sam's Club.
I just go to Kroger. They have habaneros. Nobody sells habaneros around here. So I can just imagine.
Here's this crazy lady again. What is she doing with all these peppers?
They do. Then they finally asked me, like, what do I do with Oreos and habaneros? And then they finally put together Jack Brown's, because I'm always a Jack Brown's here. But, like, you guys buying Little Debbie's, like, do you get, like, a whole pallet?
so like, for example, like our Christmas tree, usually for a 6-barrel barrel, it'd be like 4 or 5 regular boxes of snack cakes.
And you crumble them all up.
Yes.
Put them,
For
yeah.
1 6-barrel.
Did that give a strong taste or good flavor?
Yeah.
5 gallons.
My favorite thing is when people go and rate them,
One pack.
and they're like, "This Cosmic Brownie beer is too sweet."
Is there 8?
It's like, have you ever had a Cosmic Brownie?
Right. Yeah.
How do you make a beer that tastes like Cosmic Brownies not sweet?
Have you ever done a Nutter Butter?
Yep. It was called 82 Nutty Butter Bars walk into a
See
keg.
what you guys are drinking.
We're doing some.
I could drink that, I think.
Yeah. So if you ever get like a Nutter Butter or even like an Oreo or whatever, do you ever get the things? I know for me, when that first bite of an Oreo, I get the sensation I gotta have a milk, like a glass of milk. So if like you're drinking a beer, you're like, shit, that's Tim's. I gotta have some milk with this Oreo.
Better yet is like the cookies and stuff. After you've infused it in the beer, perhaps you don't throw that away. You call me, and I can.
You
eat
would
the
not want it.
beer cookies.
It is pretty gross when it comes out of the keg because it's all like
It's mush.
mushy. Yeah.
You put
I mean, if you still
put
want
that
it,
in the freezer, you can make a bar.
Now, now I have done that. I've taken some toasted coconut out of the barrel bag
kind of
Really?
and then take the toasted coconut home and use that for like a coconut cream pie or something like that.
You said a toasted coconut out of a bourbon barrel beer?
Yeah, after we had pushed it back into one of our.
But that would be delicious.
That would be. Yeah, that does sound kind of.
they kept on coming to work drunk. Couldn't figure out why.
I'm just eating mash.
Man, I had this great pie this morning.
And then he was like, "I ate that like 3 weeks ago," and so the mystery is still.
That's funny.
He knew exactly what he was getting into when he hired me.
There you go. What is your favorite creation that you have concocted?
Oh, I'm going to be super biased on this one.
Let's hear it.
And I didn't even create it. They did it for me 9 years ago. So I used to be a professionally touring musician.
Okay.
Derek came to one of my shows and was like, "Hey man, that was cool. I own a brewery. Can we make a beer?" Or maybe I said, "Can we do a beer?" However it was.
It was 9 years ago. There's been a lot of beers in between.
There's a lot
beer
of beers
stored
in
up.
between.
Yeah.
So I was like, I've always wanted to do a black IPA. And they did it for me.
It's called the Nomad.
It was called the Nomad. And I think it was the first Mirror Twin beer to get out on public tap.
Yep.
Whoa.
Yeah.
So funny story. I have
Now I work for the damn guy.
So I have a friend of mine has him and his son have a band out of Richmond called Sinful Lily.
I know Simple Lily.
Okay, so several years ago I ran into Freddie at a Doyle show up in Louisville, and we were talking and stuff. And at the time I was running the pint night at Leestown Road Kroger, like on Thursday nights, $2.50 pints. And so anyway, got to know the guy, Andrew Horn. He was working at Cereal then. Andrew Carl from Magtree. Anyway, I came up with Freddie. I said, because Sinful Lily, I'm kind of thinking, you guys need a beer. And he was like, yeah, we would love to brew a beer. And we were kind of doing some home brew thing or whatever. But he was like, and then Tim was the one that was doing the brewery and stuff. But then things kind of went sideways. But I was thinking of a black IPA for them as well because metal and stuff like that. But that's so funny that black IPA.
Well,
Why black IPA?
Well, I'd had one on tour in some city that I don't remember, and I was like, "Whoa! I never had a black IPA before. I'm gonna try it," and it was great. And then Ethereal, you remember when they did that collab with that Norwegian or Finnish brewery?
Yeah.
They had a black IPA down there.
Really?
This is delicious. How do I make this happen? And then our cross.
Yeah.
Our
Serendipitous.
crossed.
Yeah.
What kind of music did you play?
Progressive metal.
What was the name of your band?
Oh, I don't want to say. It's so sad. But we were called The Past. It's quite ironic.
It was the past.
It was the past.
What instrument did you play?
Guitar and sing.
Okay. All right.
Guitar on you.
I don't.
We're set up.
Well, next time, we'll just do the Michael Tyree show.
Hey, there we go. There we go.
We'll do that near Twin.
Yeah, we could do that.
I've got my tambourine in my car.
We haven't tried.
Hey, the triangle's over there.
Oh yeah, so we're
Yeah.
always more cowbell.
I don't know if you know this, but there's still a lot of cowbell on our songs.
Yeah.
We made a beer called S'more Cowbell, actually.
S'more, obviously.
Yep. We like puns.
Okay. Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
No, that's pretty catchy.
And again, that sounds like a good
We could do a
marshmallow
show.
beer.
How many
infusion.
beers does it take to where I can't sing anymore?
So you make sure you guys have it in because everybody will ask.
Everybody get back here?
What is the number?
I don't know. We'll have to sit here for 5 hours and see what happens.
I can tell you
I'll
the
do a
number
beef
of drinks you can have at the Delta Sky Club before they cut you off.
Oh yeah?
You want a drink?
It's 3 bourbon, double bourbons in less than an hour. The lady was like, "You can't have it."
That's hilarious.
Yeah. Still made the flight. I'm like, wait, how can you be too drunk to sit?
They can have it.
Oh, it can happen.
Depends on if they're, are there
Fresh every time.
arm wrestling?
Well, no fresh. I just know she wasn't.
That's true.
No,
Yeah.
Oh, take it with her. I'm sorry. I thought you said refill.
I've been like, don't worry, I'm the pilot.
Stop. Everybody stop.
So you guys are talking about the marketing and stuff for the cans and stuff. So do you guys who comes up with the artwork, and do you have somebody who sits down and this is what the beer is going to be called? Give me your go to work.
So, our graphic designer's name is Lauren, and at first, when we hired her, it was kind of like we would sit down. She worked remotely, so she was living in Michigan. So we would get on a call, and we would say, "This is the beer that we are making. This is what it's going to be called. This is kind of the idea of where we were thinking of it goes." And then she would come back and we'd say, "Oh, we really like that, but can we tweak this?" And then as time went on, we would just kind of tell her the name and just give her some direction of where to go, and she would come back and just nailed it. And that just kind of how it went. So now we just tell her the name,
and then let her
she's
go.
just because she knows and obviously part of her artistic personality is in these cans,
yeah.
and so that kind of became part of the brand. And so as we got to know each other, she got to get a feel for what we were looking for in the brand and how she expressed it. It just kind of became like autopilot, and it was really nice because it just took a life of its own, and she just does such an amazing job.
Yeah, the artwork is you got the sloth. Come on.
Yeah.
Sid the Sloth.
Yeah, Sid the Sloth. Yeah, but no, yeah, those are very nice. And obviously the ones that I've got a friend, his girlfriend works as a bartender, and we were at Brewer Dude, and she came up because Brewer Dude right around the corner from you.
Yeah.
He brewed us a braggot. He was very delicious. It was really good, like an old monk, old style. I was
Yeah,
expecting
you don't
more.
see a lot of that.
No, I was expecting more like the way
It
he
was a very
describing it.
smooth. It wasn't like a hearty.
Right, because I was thinking when he was describing back in the day with the way the monks, did their thing. It's like, wow, that's gonna be thick. It's gonna be, but no, it was really good. But Mallory, she brought several of your all's cans, like the Wade Boggs. What else do we have up there? We had the lemon shade, or the lemon. I can't remember what it was. Me and Mr. PB. Yeah, and then we had two of them. But we had
I think another butter was better than me and Mr. PJ.
Yeah.
But anyway, they were the cans.
Was it the Slim Shandy?
Slim Shandy.
Yeah.
That's what it was. Yeah. M&M reference.
Yeah.
But yeah, all the ones she brought, like the cans were like super cool. Like once I drank them, I'm like, you know what? You just can't throw these cans away.
Yeah.
So I've kind of washed them out and set them up. I've got a bookshelf that goes, or a shelf around the edge. Just kind of set them all up on the thing.
That's what Phil does. He takes all of these off, and under this side of the bar, you see underneath that canopy, you find all from that side of the bar to the other side with every beer that he has personally drank.
That's pretty cool.
Here, neat note, my brother, for Christmas, my parents got him they were plastic things with little indentions where you put beer cans in after you're done. He has a collection. I think they're in my dad's attic. I want to dig them out. Just old beer cans that he would go somewhere and find a beer and it was like, pops right in a little plastic. That's pretty cool.
I was dusting some of these beer cans this week, and they were so like I couldn't squeeze it. I couldn't go like that with them. They were so dense.
Were they supporters?
No, yeah, we tried to push them together, but they were just like the ones, the pull top ones that we have over here, and I'm just like, holy cow, like these were like some serious cans. You're having to lift them all the time.
That's hilarious. Well, yeah, I mean,
Is that the
you guys have had, like I said, just the whole concepts of like, I love seeing what you guys are coming out with next, because like the whole cereal thing, the Little Debbie's, all the, candy bars and stuff like that. It's like, it's super.
what is coming up?
So we got the Little Debbie takeover coming up. That's Monday, and it's pretty much a lot of Little Debbie. And then we have our Hazy New Year coming out. We do that every year, and just use a bunch of different hops and a lot of new hops, a lot of new hop products that they're coming out with. Some barrel-aged stouts are coming out. The latest one, I can't remember.
The one we're doing right now?
Yeah.
Double chocolate?
Yeah. We've made so many beers, it's like, all right, what's coming up?
Yeah.
What haven't we done?
So do you all have just a regular stout, or is it like me and Mr. PB? Is that a porter, or is that the?
It's a milk stout.
It's a milk stout.
So we did. It was called Cowabunga Dude, and it just didn't sell as well. And
I couldn't drink enough to keep it on tap.
Yeah,
I would have been right there with you, because I love a good stout.
I love that beer.
yeah. So we have a porter. It's called Kitten Mittens. That's on tap all the time, and it's on the darker side of a porter, which is kind of what we replaced it with.
Okay.
What happens is, like, as you're growing, you get people, oh man, I wish this beer was on all the time. Well, you either have to take something off tap permanently, or you have to constantly rotate. And our philosophy is to always have something new. And so it just kind of got really difficult trying to fill the void for every style that someone wanted. And so there was a point where we would look at a style that we were selling, like Cowabunga Dude. It's like, we're only going through like 1, maybe 2 kegs of this a week. Is there something else that is going to sell better and kind of fill the void? Obviously, you want it to be somewhat similar to the style, but at the same time, you want it to move a little bit faster to justify it taking up that space on the tap list. So that's kind of how Cowabunga got phased out, but Mr. PB was so popular that we couldn't take that one off tap.
Well, I'll tell you something that's coming back out that we just released was our lunchbox PB&J Sour.
Yeah.
We're bringing it back because it was so
sour.
Because it was so popular.
Peanut butter and jelly.
It tastes just like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Yeah, it's really good.
I think it was a peppermint, maybe?
Yes.
It was a minty porter I remember having.
We're doing another one.
Interesting.
It'll just be near Monday.
I got it in the tap room, and then I went back, not even a week later, it's gone.
Yeah, a lot of that stuff is small batch.
Yeah.
And one of it of the reasons is, those kegs aren't going to last long as far as like they're not going to age well.
Yeah.
So we want them to go quickly, and then at the same time, scaling that up to a production level where you're producing 30 kegs versus just one little 6-barrel is so just in practice impossible without having to use some kind of like extract, and then the flavor is completely different. And so a lot of those we don't scale up just because the pragmatics of scaling it up are just too difficult without taking away from how it tasted originally. So that's why a lot of times we keep some of those beers will just always be those one-off small, because buying 4 or 5 boxes of each little Debbie cake at a time gives you enough looks. Coming out 400 boxes.
What the hell's she eating all those?
Just don't unwrap it. Off the pallet. Just load it up.
Are you all? I don't think I've seen this. You don't do package sales, do you?
Yeah, so as far as like cans and stuff, yeah, so Nolan Distribution actually took us over about 3 years ago now, and he's done a really good job. We're in Liquor Barn, Total Wine, Trader Joe's, Whole Foods. It takes a little bit to get into Kroger. Like it takes time once you apply, so we're still working on that. But
Trust me, the people that are above me are idiots.
well, I know it's just a process.
I'll look. I never tell mine a lot.
The one thing about Kroger's is they're always late to the party. Like when I was running the Pike Night, it was one of those situations.
I was running the greatest Pike Night in the world's history.
Listen, it got notoriety. Okay, I had people coming and going, "How do I get on tap here?"
I had Anheuser-Busch rolling my door.
Not
This is the
Anheuser-Busch.
greatest Kroger in the world.
No, it was all craft beer. Anyway, so we were trying to get local, because especially during COVID, Clark and Kentucky Eagle couldn't get the Coronas, the Coors, whatever. So through Beer House, my entire beer cooler was nothing but craft. And even I went to Kentucky Eagle, I said, look, and Clark, I said, look, give me your craft. I don't care what it is, whoever it is. I don't know if you guys were being distributed at that time on cans or not, but it was one of those situations where I think Ethereal was getting ready to start canning, and then COVID hit and shut that down for a bit. But it was one of those like right on the cusp of everything. And then when they did away with the tap system, they did away with like 90% of the craft beer, because of course Clark and Eagle started getting stuff back in. It's like, oh, that's our shelf space.
Yeah.
It's like, why? It's like, if you're handling Mirror Twin, bring me their stuff. If you're handling Blue Stallion, if you're handling whatever the craft beer, bring it in here. Don't put it in a store. I want it here, because we are a little wine and spirit shop. You don't need Budweiser, Bud Light, Miller Lite, yada yada yada. I want strictly craft.
Yeah.
So that was when you guys, I don't know if you guys were canning yet or not, but when I started seeing.
Thought about Publix. They have a nice little.
We're talking with them as well. Yeah.
I was surprised. They was like, hey, there's a little bar in here.
Yeah, the one in Palomar is really nice.
And they sell it for so cheap.
Yeah.
They sell it for cheaper than what they sell in the tap rooms. I called West 6 and I was like, they're selling your beer cheaper?
I was selling them for $2.50 a pint.
What the?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, we have no control over what the final person sells it for. We can only control what we sell to Nolan for, and then
Yeah, they're just not trying to make a profit.
That's
they just want people to
that was
hang
one
out.
of the problems was I had
Try to promote
Buy
it.
groceries. You
I had
buy
12
them.
tabs.
She's out
Yep.
buying groceries. I'm in the
Munchies. I got the munchies and I need this. I need some little Debbie cakes.
But we had 12 taps, and 6 of them were Ethereal, like 2 of them were Mad Tree, or 3 of them were Mad Tree, 2 might be Rheingeist, and the rest of them were, I had one country. I took Shotgun Wedding, I took that off, took Cougar Mate off, said, give me something different. Like you can get that in a can in the back cooler.
Yeah.
I don't want it right here. West 6th IPA, I'm like, give me like the Cocoa Port. I was one of the first ones to put theirs on tap. So it was just one of those things where it's like, and I know, and we only had 6 barrels, but once everybody found out, $2.50 for at that time $5 craft beer, and you're allowed 2, So you're having two for the price of one. Man, Thursdays were a great time.
Yeah.
So you only have 2 beers per day?
On Thursdays. It's only on Thursdays. Now, they said, I had rumor was the liquor license or the beer license, whatever they had, allowed them to serve during the day. If somebody walked in to get a beer, you could serve them. The lady I was working for didn't want to do that, so we didn't do that. So she stuck to the Thursday night pint night, 5 to 7.
Let's say I come in, I have my 2 beers. I walk out the door, come back in.
Can't.
What if you change clothes?
No, you're not.
It doesn't.
No, not if I'm there. You can't.
Well, what if it
How
was
much
shift
time has
change?
to pass?
A week. Can't
What
come
if
until
what
next
if
Thursday.
what if my twin brother were to walk in?
I could say I had.
Then we would.
That was my
because
twin brother.
Because it was we were checking IDs.
Was he an asshole?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was him for sure. That was my twin.
Hold on, let me turn around. Hi.
So we did. So we did.
We're Siamese twins.
Funny story. We were doing the Pappy raffle on a Black Friday. This is one of those where it was only one time, one entry. This dude literally came in. He was like wearing just wearing work clothes. He came back in, and he was kind of like he had the beard and stuff like that. He came back in with shades on and took his hat off. And I'm like,
Batman.
but it was the same. It was the same outfit.
Clark Kent? What?
I'm like,
Yeah.
he goes.
How do they not know he was
He said, I
Superman? He
need
was
a,
never
you look totally
around.
different, man.
he said, I need a Pappy ticket. I went, really? He's like, yeah. I said, weren't you just in here? He goes, no, I wasn't. I was like, okay. So I slid it to him. He filled it out and everything. And the box, we had the box on the shelf right here, and I had a trash can right here. So I was just like, okay, thanks. And I like did the whole thing, like I'm folding it up and put it, and I went, doop, doop.
What an
He's trying to
good
get
license.
He's like, dude, I said, you were just in here 5 minutes ago.
This guy's a stickler.
Hey, just thought I was happy, man.
Well, I'm gonna get a burger. So I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much.
No problem. Thank you for
joining us.
Thank you for joining us.
Absolutely.
Appreciate everything that you do. Thank you very much.
Yeah, absolutely. You guys just
We're just rowdy.
let us know, and
What's that? What do
you guys want to come
cooking up for us?
down do a show down there?
Yeah.
We don't want to steal you from here.
No, we work on some more.
I mean, there's other days of the week. We
Yeah.
can work around. Yeah.
So well, yeah, just when you guys get done, just come get our contact information.
Yeah,
and-
that'll work. Yeah. I know.
something
I
out.
see some of your parties kind of like, are they coming back over here?
Yeah, my pregnant fiance is probably like, he said 5 minutes.
Yeah, I was saying 1 second.
It's been like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
She may have given birth.
We thank you guys
Is it a boy or
for
girl?
stopping
Do you know?
by.
Boy, yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
Nice.
She's about to pop.
Oh, any day now or?
21st is December 21st is her.
Oh, okay.
But,
Jason is a good name for a boy.
nice.
Also, a good name for a serial killer.
Fictitious.
Yeah, fictitious serial killer. Alleged.
He's a legend.
He was
They never proved
allegedly.
Allegedly.
Cheers all.
Yeah, thank you so much for sitting in.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
You can go grab
Yeah, get going. That's all right.
All right.
Try that bingo.
The scorched.
let some scorched.
Yeah. So that was the owner of Mirror Twin. That, yeah, the handsome twin, I guess, as he would say. The right-handed twin. Yes. That's right. Apparently he's an asshole, but yeah. So no, we had a good time. That was very insightful. Like the fact that you're just sitting around going, you know what? Let's do a cereal beer. I mean,
Pebbles. I'm not Fruity Pebbles. I'm not a Fruity guy.
oh, I love me some Fruity Pebbles. Oh yeah,
Never last long enough. Favorite cereal?
Favorite? I'm gonna go Captain Crunch or Honey Smacks.
See, we are so vibing.
Honey Smacks. Honey Smacks is probably real high up
Honey
on that
Smacks
list.
is old
Nobody
school.
talks about it.
That is old school.
It's damn good.
Wait. Honeycombs or
Honey Smacks.
the one with the
little one. The
little bear.
It's got a-
The bear.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't remember. It's a red box.
I remember Honey Smack. It has a
He's the bear.
the bear.
Is it a bear?
I think it's a bear. He's the mascot. I can't remember what his name is.
Dude's dancing around. I can't remember what's
Yeah.
my box of that.
And Honey Bunches of Oats. Those are the top three. They all kind of sit right there together.
Okay.
Captain Crunch.
Yeah.
So what's your favorite Captain Crunch?
I mean, I go original, but then it's like, as a kid, you're like, oh my god, all berries?
Yeah.
Are you fucking kidding me?
The crunch berries are good. Original and crunch
Yeah.
berries. They had that peanut butter, but it wasn't the same.
Yeah, I do love some Captain Crunch berries.
That was my favorite cereal crunch.
Crunch berries, Captain Crunch.
Captain Crunch, and then finally they were like,
Crunch
let's do
berries.
all berries for
Yeah.
the kids. They're like, yes, this is awesome. This is like Christmas every day. But you know, when you're eating them, sometimes you'll get that one Captain Crunch regular part that just digs into the top of your mouth. You're like,
Oh yeah,
cut the mouth open on Captain Crunch.
yeah, it'll get you. So Saturday morning, yeah, I mean, just those guys like sitting around going, man, Crunchberry cereal in a beer. It's like, I mean,
I'm intrigued. I'd like to see the process.
like you said,
How soggy does the Crunch berries get? You go like,
well, I think it's your typical, like you're doing the mash and then it's going to do its thing, churn for so long,
they put it in a bag.
and then then they take everything. So do they crunch up the crunch berries, or are you putting them in like?
Are you talking about doing cereal in a beer? Like when they make the mash? So when we did the collab with Rock House, as an Notcher event, we went to Rock House and he made just a small batch on like their test batch system. And we used Fruity Pebbles. It was a Fruity Pebbles cream ale. And
Okay.
he just literally
Come on in,
put it
man.
in the mash. Yeah.
Hey, I don't want to interrupt.
No, come on in. We're just talking.
Hello, how we doing?
Not bad. I take it you're Nolan.
I am Nolan.
Nolan, I'm Eric.
Hey, Eric. Nice to meet
Nice
you.
to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Hey, Jason. Eric and Jason. Nice to
Eric
meet you
and
guys.
Jason.
Yes.
I noticed he left the Buckeye out.
I said Buckeye Jason.
I know.
Buckeye Jason.
I know he left the Buckeye out.
Whatever.
Do you prefer to go by Buckeye Jason?
I got my Buckeye.
It's just annoying him with the Ohio State banner. So we try to do that every chance we get.
I don't judge when it comes on that different stuff like that. I got a good friend Aaron. He's a Buckeye fan, true and through, I guess.
Okay.
He's from Columbus. Huh?
It'll be a winner. You'd be lucky.
There we go. We're here to talk
Yeah.
about beer, not Buckeyes.
That's okay. Yeah. Yeah. Let's talk about beer. So I guess. I'm assuming you've been talking about Premier Swin.
we sat
and
around. Yeah, we
tonight.
sat with them, tried some of their stuff, and they said you're actually their distributor.
That's correct. Yeah.
Do you handle any other or just strictly them?
Yeah, so basically my company is really revolved around local beer.
Okay.
So we do Ethereal Brewing.
Okay.
We do Blue Stallion Brewing.
Okay.
We do Wiseburg Cider. We do the Burl Brew, which they just opened about a year and a half ago, the brewery side of things. We do Atrium Brewing out of Louisville.
Okay.
We do Wooden Cask out of Newport.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So you're hitting all around.
We're really focused on local beer. We bring in some fun regional brands from Chicago, from Asheville, from Nashville.
Old style?
You know, huh?
Do some old style?
From Chicago.
I don't have any big brands like that. It's more craft focused. Like some of my Chicago brews would be like Maplewood, Hop Butcher for the World. They do all those big hazy IPAs. I work with Moore Brewing. They're really known for kind of doing a little bit of everything.
Okay.
They got 3 different locations up there.
We enjoy more.
Moore Brewing's great. But we really try to focus on our local brands. We also do Hopatomica out of Louisville. They're a newer brewery.
Okay.
Burl Brewery would be our newest addition to the family. Them and Hopatomica, yeah. But Ethereal's been around for 10 years now, 11 years.
Yeah.
They're about to have their 11th anniversary party.
Wow.
So I really try to focus on them, and then we throw in a dash of fun stuff regionally, but I also do international beers from Germany, Belgium, everywhere. So I do Tucher out of Nuremberg. Yeah, so the Tucher, they have a Pilsner, a Hellslager, Dunkels. I like it. Yeah, the Hellslager is our best seller, so it does really great for us.
Is it bottle
Can you get that in
or
store?
draft?
Cans, yeah, you can get them all over the place, and they're a $9.99 4-packs from Germany. It's a great deal.
That's a great deal.
Yes.
What stores are they in? Are they in Total Wine or?
You can get them at Total Wine, Liquor Barn. You can get them at Ernie's Wine and Spirits. Jackson, I think maybe Jackson's might have them too down the street.
Ernie's is a good spot.
But Ernie's for sure.
Lane Allen and Harrisburg. Lane Allen and Broadway. Used to be the old drugstore.
Lane Allen, well, it turns into Harrodsburg.
Yeah, where Harrodsburg.
Lane Allen and Harrodsburg.
Chick-fil-A, yeah, right. It used to be,
Around the
it used to be
corner,
the drugstore.
yeah.
Okay, I know.
I live out that way. That's actually where I shop. Because I live right down the street.
Okay.
So yeah.
You grew up?
So are you able
No, I
to
grew up
get
in
beers
Ashland.
Okay.
that are like from other states whenever you want to?
I mean, if I have agreements and contracts with them, yeah. So I've got contracts. I was just telling them with like different Chicago breweries and things like that. So, we have to set up the whole thing. But yeah, I work with like Fauna Flora out of North Carolina. I have Dissolver out of North Carolina. Dissolver. I have so much respect for those guys because during that whole, when they had the whole flooding and the ground shook and everything, the whole disaster down there, those guys were big. They were kind of like a central spot for taking clothes and water, all that kind of stuff. And so, because they're downtown Nashville, so they kind of set up on the hill. But they helped out a lot of people during that tragedy. So I'm glad I get to work with good people like that.
Much respect for that.
You would like to bring in some other beers from this.
I want to
She's
find
definitely
out.
bought Dissolver.
We love Dissolver.
They love
Thank you for
Dissolver.
existing as a mainstay.
I want to find out what craft beer is on tap in Soldier Field where the Bears play and get that.
I'm just curious. So a lot of times the big, some of these big
Fucking Packer fan.
stadiums have local beers. Some of them don't. I would assume they probably have Daisy Cutter.
Okay.
Which, a good IP or a good pale ale that they sell up in Chicago.
Okay.
I've had that at some music venues like Chicago Theater. Half Acres, the brewery. It's a big popular brand in Chicago. But I'm not really sure. I've not really been to the United Center or anything.
I'll have to do some investigating.
Yeah. But I know at the the music theaters and like Chicago Theater, for example, I know they have Half Acre, Daisy Cutter.
Okay.
But, I don't know, some of these more corporate chain places, they don't really support locally a lot of times.
Right.
Whose island beer is sold in Soldier Field?
There's probably more.
I'm sure there's more. You know who's really good about that? Seattle. So I went to a Mariners game a couple of years ago in Seattle. My friend lives out there. And they have multiple sections of like all the local craft beer. It's like there's more local craft beer than Bud Light.
Whoa,
you don't really see that at ballparks.
No, you don't. No.
You know what I mean? So I thought that was really neat that Seattle was really about supporting their local community.
I love
They have
that.
a lot of good breweries out there.
I love
They really do. I love Seattle. I've only been there a couple times, but it's beautiful.
So that's why I was like, can you get beer from other states? I mean, you did at Arcadium that takeover with Chicago beers, which kind of was like, it really intrigued me.
Right. Oh yeah, that's where we met.
I was like, can we do that? Can we pull that off? Now, food-wise, it might not be able to. We could add things to a burger.
Sure.
But I thought it would be a really cool thing to have 8 drafts or cans, whatever you could get, but from a certain state, and then we celebrate that state.
Yeah, in that sense, where look, like other breweries and brands are my competition, but like I'm really good friends with Allie at Three Floyds, so I was like, hey, let's do this Chicago event together. You're with Three Floyds. I got a couple of beer brands from up there. I was like, let's tie it all in and have a fun event around it. It's honestly just an excuse for us to all hang out.
Hey,
Totally,
but
we throw parties for anything. and she probably
We can definitely do it.
I think this whole time I thought Three Floyds was in Ohio.
No, Indiana. I thought it was.
Indiana.
It's technically in Indiana, but it is considered a Chicago brewery.
Yeah.
Even though because it's only like 20 minutes outside of Chicago.
Yeah, so I'm like, I keep trying to go there, and then I'm like, oh my god, this whole time.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
I mean,
are we thinking maybe 50 days or 50 weeks, 50 states, tap takeover?
That'd be hard to pull off.
that would be
real honest,
logistically that would be almost impossible.
Yeah.
Because there's I guarantee we can't even cover all the states.
Yeah.
Because most states don't distribute here, and that just comes down to freight costs, shipping costs, logistics, contracts. It's just, I love the idea.
That was super cool.
I love
about bringing in local-
I love the idea. Right, I'm with you.
Well, what if we had your?
But what if we did
Surrounding
East Coast, or founding the 13 colony states.
13 colony states, like
You might be able to
the
pull that off.
revolutionary beer wars. What beer wins?
We don't.
Hello.
We could do this.
I'm a thinker.
Yeah, 13 weeks. 13 weeks.
And the
13
war
beers.
vibe.
We could do it on her Saint Day or Saint her Saint month, like June. And then the last one is like the big shebang, like the beer we've been waiting
So
for.
1776. War Daddy beer.
everybody dressed like a revolutionary.
I love the idea, but But I have to say, like, what Virginia, right? What beers do we get from Virginia?
It's really hard. That's what the problem is.
We have
But I don't
like
even-
a mug.
Aren't they ABC?
Yes, but we can't get it distributed to us. That's an approved.
But I
You can
do.
accidentally use it here.
The good thing is, though, I do have friends in Virginia. I did live there at one point, and so if you ever really wanted to bring some beer in, we can find ways to do it to where even if they just sound like a
Do I
month
hear a
contract with me,
Cannonball
or,
Run situation?
You know.
Smokey and the Bandit?
We
Just a
definitely
one
love the
time.
one-off.
I do.
Down,
Load it up and truck it.
I do a lot of one-time drop things where I'll make agreements with breweries that want to come in and do collabs. So they'll come and do a collab with Atrium or whoever, and so they'll call me and be, hey, you got to get the license, but if you do the legal thing, like I'll pre-sell you. We'll do a one-time drop. People go crazy for it. We sell out. It's a win-win for everybody because it's kind of like a bonus for me. I get to sell it. I don't have to worry about it. It's all pre-sales, and they get to kind of have a splash. And people, oh, we had this beer this one time. Next time they vacation or if they're in that state, they'll go there. So I do a lot of that. So there's a lot of brands I've brought in just for like a one-time deal.
Oh, cool.
I do that a lot. So you can act. I don't have the time or capacity to do 50 states.
Yeah.
But if you did want to do something fun like that, and as long as I have a lot of time to plan it.
I know there's one in South Carolina called Adroit Brewery, I think. ADROIT. They do this G.I. Joe beer. Every.
I've never heard of them. Wow.
It doesn't sound good.
You want a G.I. Joe beer?
No, it's just they've got the characters on the can, and like every character is a different style beer. Yeah.
Do you bring in kegs from Nashville, Tennessee?
Yeah, I bring in a brewery called Barrique. They're in East Nashville. We bring them in like once or twice a year. They collabed with Atrium recently, so I brought in one of their beers.
I'm brain farting on it. I think it had something to do with chicken.
The burrito that we had?
No. Was it burrito?
We've had a burrito before. It was a can, and it had 3 barrels on the thing. I can't remember the name of it though, because it was well over a year ago. I
Was
just
it
remember the label. It had 3 barrels stacked.
Was it the collab that they did with the?
Oh, and it was a tall can. Yeah. Burrito. Okay,
Yeah.
I remember now.
Yeah,
All right,
most
all
of what they do, they put all their beers in barrels. It's a
okay.
really cool brewery, but we bring them in like once or twice a year. I bring in like Scratch Brewing out of Illinois, Ava, Illinois. Nobody's ever heard of it, but we bring them in like twice a year. We do some fun events with them.
Yeah.
Everything that they put in their beer is made on their farm, so they grow their own hops. Everything that goes into the beers they make right there on
So
the farm.
I am interested in every single one of these
My sixth.
one-offs things that you have. So
Yeah.
definitely let us know and keep us in the loop on that. 'Cause
Okay.
Then we can all try some.
Yeah, that'd be
beers and
great.
talk
Yeah.
Yeah,
about
I get really interesting stuff like that. It's just like a one-time drop.
Try
all the time.
beer?
Yeah.
What? Wait.
What?
What?
This sounds
We try
exciting.
beer.
I love it.
We never get to try anything.
We never.
What a concept.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Nolan.
Cheers,
Thank you so
everybody.
much.
Cheers. You got a little bit
My
there.
empty beer.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me on the show.
No problem, man. So
Oh,
yeah.
that's so great. Yeah, I didn't know like your outreach and what you could do because that allows places like here. I know that the pizza place down the road, they have so many of the local beers and the beers that you sell too. And then I say Cluckers all the time because they have a ton of beer. I don't know if you know who they are. They have like 20 different taps.
Who?
And Cluckers.
Really?
Yeah.
I was in there.
Yeah, they got a couple more beers.
With
You
them.
want them for sale?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been to the one in
frequent
Indiana,
there.
but I don't remember them having a huge tap selection. Maybe I missed that.
It's Wing Wednesday, on Wednesday.
What the hell? We have a Cluckers here?
in
It's in Versailles. It's kind of hidden.
It's like in a shithole.
It is.
You walk in and it's like no windows and it's
You
like
have to see
weird.
yourself.
It's
You have
hidden. You have to kind of go around the building to find it. It's,
Really?
Yeah.
It's by like
Yeah.
a dollar store and a
You go in
Save
and
a
it's
Lot
like
and
a big glass thing and you go this way and then you go into the dungeon area and you're like, this is weird.
Roll them up, kids.
we'll have to go.
Wind it up.
Woo!
Wind it up. Whoop.
Ah, this is the
Yeah.
part of town we never
I
get to
love her.
see.
Yeah, I
The
love
one
it.
in
Yeah.
Indiana had good food. I like wings.
Well,
The wings
that's
are, I like wings. They have very good wings. Just don't get them to go.
okay.
Yeah, get them to go.
Have you had the Burl? Have you been to the Burl and had the wings at Lucy's?
No.
So it's like part of their, like, you know, the
Every-
Burl
yeah,
arcade and all that.
beside,
So Lucy's, that's what I had for lunch today was the wings from there.
Really?
My entire warehouse crew, all of them, they eat there at least once a week and get their wings. They're
Really?
so good and they're huge.
Really?
Wow.
They had like their tacos,
Yeah.
I think, once
Yeah.
Yeah.
down there.
No, it's like at the Burl Arcade. So they have the Burl Brewery, Burl Arcade, that whole compound.
So you walk in,
But
music
So it is there.
arcade.
Yeah.
I thought they had just food trucks out.
no, they got like they have a little kitchen, and it's Lucy's, and it's mainly like Mexican dishes like quesadillas and tacos and stuff. But they threw in wings, and it's my favorite thing.
Oh wow.
They have quesadillas and all that too.
I'm always down for a good wing. Always.
Yeah, my crew eats there a lot. I eat there a lot too. So,
Okay.
yeah.
All right.
That's head down that way because I have not seen Sean since he left, and I was trying to get him to our last notch event, and so he brews now. One of my
Yeah.
employees, he left, and now he
I know
brews.
Sean very well.
And I miss him, and I need to see him. So,
Sean's a great dude.
but yeah, he's like he left because of the distributing thing, and he said because Burl is distributing now, he went full time there, and I'm like,
So he went there to help JR so I can they can help me sell more beer, basically.
yeah, exactly. what
That's
it
always
is.
good.
He's a great guy.
I absolutely love him.
The first beer he helped them when he got on the job was that Kildare, that nitro. It's dry or stout. It's almost nitro. It's almost like a Guinness.
I'm hearing great things about
It's
it. Like,
really good.
Yeah, they're talking like it's.
Burl's beer
Yeah.
is light and frothy, and they have such amazing flavor in all of their beers.
I am really glad you brought them on. I was excited
I'm
about that
so
one.
excited to have them. You know,
Mirror
yeah.
Twin. Or the
Well, I
Burl.
love having Mirror Twin. Mirror Twin's one of my first breweries
Oh,
I
okay.
brought in,
But the Burl.
bringing in the Burl, yeah, because I've known JR a long time, and his beers are great. And then, I worked with Sean because Sean used to brew a Pivot Brewery.
Yeah, yeah.
So when Sean left, he was working up here. So to have him back in the industry as well, like it's great.
Yeah,
and
that's
everything.
what- yeah.
To see him on this side of the table too, so
That was when I first started coming in here. Introduced himself. We got to talking. We got music wise, just vibed and everything. And Andrew Horn was like, he used to be the head brewer at Pivot, but don't bring that up. Okay.
it is a little bit of a sore subject for
Yeah.
him. I don't want to go into all that.
But yeah, he was.
But,
yeah,
they
they said he was great, and he was sitting here one day, I guess, right after he'd taken the job, and he was like so happy because he had his recipes. Like he found all the original recipes that he had. So it was like, oh yeah, I can't wait to see that back in rotation.
Yeah, he's a great guy.
He is a
I'm
super
glad to
dude.
see him over there. And so, have you guys been there yet?
I've been there once to the Burl,
Okay.
and I kind of went there it was when he first started. I just kind of went, I got there right after work, and I said, hey man, I'm here. And he goes, dude, I wish I'd known. I just left. So, but yeah, I mean, it was a really cool, the Burl Brew was really open. I was like, wow, this would be a great game to come watch a game. And then,
Yeah, they do great for games.
and then on the way out, I stopped at the Burl Arcade. That's kind of a sore subject with me because back in the 90s, I was like, you know what? Somebody needs to open up a bar where you can play arcade games. Somebody owes me some fucking money.
Have you
saying.
been yet? Have you been to the Burl? You haven't been there? You got to check it out.
The concerts are amazing.
Great shows.
You've got just a great set.
Yeah, amazing.
They have the stained glass, right? They're all their taps have a little stained glass window.
Use the window in the concert hall.
And the window in the concert hall is a big stained glass. So when the sun sets and it just sets perfectly. The stained glass lights up, and it lights up the whole band behind.
Oh, wow.
They don't need any lights, and it comes, and the lighting in there is
What's
just
the
perfect.
capacity? Is that a big capacity for
200, maybe,
Yeah, it's not a big
maybe,
place.
maybe
I
200.
think it's
I'm
maybe
sure they put-
300.
Maybe they put more in there, and they
But-
go over capacity.
but when they do
There's
the-
like 2
yeah.
bathrooms.
Well, when they do their outdoor shows, it's a way.
Oh,
it's
the
way
outdoor
more,
one
yeah.
is different, but inside the borough,
Yeah.
yeah.
The
it's-
first time I went, we were walking back. We were going to Manchester to see OVW wrestling. We were going down there, and I saw a buddy of mine at Hannigan's or whatever that fire. And I said, are you going down to Manchester? And he's like, no, the Nuns are playing the Borough tonight. I said, son of a bitch. That's a friend of ours. He plays guitar, Bobby Beats. Anyway, we were walking back, and I said, what time's the show? He said, well, there's 5 bands. The Nuns are last. I was like, all right, so the show's going to be over at 9:30. I had my son, and I'm like, his buddy, I said, call your mom, tell her you're going to a punk rock show. And he's like, what? I said, just call your mom. So we walked over to the Borough, and it was literally packed. My son went to his first punk rock show at the Borough, and he caught the drumstick from the drummer at the end of the night. The girl comes up and goes, hey, can I have that? He goes, no. She said, fuck you. He goes, I said, that's a punk show.
Yeah.
Rule number 1, girl, that's where you're getting it.
The drums,
And her phone number.
Exactly. Give me your phone number, here's a steak.
Yeah, and a steak dinner.
You need to work with your son.
He was
on his-
15.
On his people skills.
Still, steak dinner and a phone number.
At 5 years old, I was like, you know, give me something.
In your stroller.
I like the sippy cup right here. You want the sippy cup? Give me something.
he was the tough kid at the daycare.
You grew up with this kid?
Yeah. I don't know.
Who was the cool one?
Is there, I'm looking around. Is there a doubt anywhere in sight who the cool kid is?
I don't see him.
I have
And
no
still
idea.
is to this day.
I have no idea who you're talking to. Who you're referring to.
What?
Yeah, right? Alright.
I have amazing.
Before Buckeye Jason's head gets any bigger. So we've met the owners of Mirror, one of the owners of Mirror Twin. We met was he the head brewer or the assistant? One of the brewers. And now we're sitting down with Nolan, their distributor,
That's right.
who is distributing a lot of amazing beers here around Lexington.
Making connections.
Making connections. Ashley and War Daddy are joining us. I don't think you can quite see them on camera.
Yeah, War
but,
Daddy's not even on
We're
camera.
Yeah,
always
they-
here. We're
yeah.
always here.
But so we're
Go
coming
ahead, scoot
out.
over so you can get
We're coming up. We're coming up with ideas. So we're trying to let the flags fly here. Revolutionary Wars and
The Nuremberg movie, what was that? Was that an old school movie or was that just like a...
That's new.
oh, it's new.
Came out this year.
Yeah.
It's in theaters right now.
Is it?
Yeah.
I've not even seen
Okay,
it.
Yeah, it's
Papaw,
so good.
pick up your phone
Again, I say,
and look at the app.
along with concerts and movies, they don't advertise stuff like they used to today. I don't know.
Agreed. Because I didn't know it was a thing. I just happened to want to go see a movie, and I was scrolling. And I was like, okay, that looks interesting. And so I did that one.
It used to be on like
Never saw a trailer, and didn't know it was
commercials,
coming out.
trailers.
Well, I mean, commercials
Let's think
are
about the new park over here behind Rupp Arena.
Gatton Park.
Gatton Park. I just heard today, finally, an advertisement from them about ZZ Top and
Dwight Yoakam. I shared that.
Really? They're-
But
Okay.
Beach Boys were here what,
2
a
months
month
ago. 2 months
I
ago.
didn't hear a word about it.
And
We were
then,
We were advertising for it. We gave away a set of tickets.
Really?
well,
Was
and
it
then,
Manchester Music Hall? Was that it?
No,
no, it's a
that-
Gatton Park,
that-
The new
which
park
is like
behind
up
Rupp
from
Arena.
it.
Beach Boys were at Gatton Park?
Yeah.
I didn't hear anything about
That's
that.
what I'm saying.
We didn't either.
It used to be like movies and stuff. It used to be advertised.
Well, so
out there.
so the
second
next
after the Beach Boys,
I would've
they-
totally went
They
there.
canceled.
yeah, it was the Jefferson Airplane or
They
Jefferson
canceled it
Starship.
because nobody bought tickets.
Molly,
Nobody knows.
Molly Hatchet, and I think there was a third band,
Well,
and they had to
get the
cancel.
word out, man.
Like, and now you've got the
It's
new.
like with movies. Like, I don't know.
Well, now you've got a
any
new-
movie that comes out. Do you ever see a trailer of a movie?
Yeah, I see a movie. I see them all the time
Where?
on TV.
Do you watch cable?
That's just,
Everybody
like,
streams now.
yeah, I'm on Hulu and Sling. Yeah, I see them all the
And they have
time.
trailers
Yeah.
Never seen one.
But guess what? The real people are like watching regular TV and stuff.
They're on.
Like,
They're on.
people.
They're on.
It's like, throw me a trailer.
They're
out
on
there.
antenna
Like,
TV
Hey,
too.
coming out.
Look,
this fall.
my TV on the weekends does not leave me TV.
So I guess we should ask you. Last week, you weren't here either, so we'll ask you too. What is your go-to Christmas movie to get you?
Hold on.
What is your go-to Christmas movie to get you in the holiday spirit?
That's a good one.
That is a good one.
I mean, honestly,
I said
yeah,
a year
yeah.
without Santa Claus.
Okay,
That's not a movie. That's a 30-minute little show.
I think
This fucking guy right here, this fucking guy. Let me tell you what. A year without Santa Claus is 30 minutes.
I mean,
No matter how long it is.
I mean, I guess for me, you know, growing up, you know, when I did, and like, every year I have to watch National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. It's not. I don't want that to be a cop out because that's like
I just
the
watched
movie.
it. I just watched it. Yeah.
But like, it's one of those that like I always have to watch it. You know, like a lot of people would probably say A Christmas Story. You know, that's a good one too.
good
But
one.
like, but like it's. Oh, I think they overplay.
Fragile.
I think the 24-hour
Yes.
thing kind of really
Yes.
turned me off
Yes.
on it.
Yes.
24 hours.
Right.
I'm like,
Right, you know.
I remember, all in the
like,
early
it
90s,
just happened. I was like,
those
that movie
24
was
hours.
out, and they're like, let's do it 24 hours. Like, why do we pick this
On
movie?
TNT
Yeah.
with
But-
commercials, and it was on
Yeah.
repeat.
But every year at Christmas, my sister like loves Christmas, and so like we always end up watching Christmas with the Cranks. Is that what it's
I
called?
love
Yeah,
Christmas with the Cranks. The
Christmas with the
ham.
Cranks. Yes.
The ham.
Tim Allen and all that. Yeah.
And they wanted to
Frosty
go
on the road.
free Frosty, free
But-
Frosty, free Frosty.
But what's yours? Because they asked you too.
Mine would have to be.
It doesn't have to be fully used.
Okay, so I'm kind of between,
24
I'm kind of
minutes.
between two. White Christmas, I remember watching when I was a little kid with my grandparents.
Nice, classic.
More my age.
Let down of a beer.
Oh, she's a cotton-headed
I
Minnie
love it.
Muggins.
I love it.
Son of a nutcracker!
World's best cup of coffee. You did it.
Smiling is my favorite.
Smiling is my favorite. You like or is sugar in is what is he?
He's an angry elf.
He must be
Say help again.
Ooh, he's from the South Pole. He must be.
Oh, it's so good.
Say help.
Yeah.
One more time.
Look
Yeah.
at you!
Yeah. So good.
I do love Elf. I do love Elf.
That is a good one.
I just watched, and I forgot, I didn't think of this, but have you guys seen Red One?
Very
With
good.
The
New
Rock
one last
and-
year. Not last year. Very good.
The guy, the fucking,
He was in accountant. He was an accountant, the old guy. Can't remember what
the
else.
bad guy, the level 4 naughty lister. He is Captain America. Is the level 4 naughty lister.
Oh yeah, he was.
I know I'm
But
pretty sure I've seen it.
Red One. It came out last year with The
Yes,
Rock.
okay, yeah, it's got the rock in it. That's right, yeah.
And then he clicks his heels and it gets small, and he's like, "That is so disturbing."
Yeah.
Like in so many levels.
Captain America is like whatever fucking.
Yeah.
you asked like what gets me in the festive mood, and that was my answer, right? But my favorite Christmas movie has got to be Bad Santa. Bad Santa is the best.
That's pretty good.
Do you like "Twas the Night"? That was like the Seth Rogen. Was it Seth
Oh, 'Twas the Night. Yeah, yeah.
I don't know if I've
Night?
seen that one.
And they all take their one friend out because he
Yeah.
lost his family,
Yeah.
and they take him out to party every Christmas Eve. But everybody's kind of grown up except that one kid.
Oh, I don't know
And
if I've
then
seen that.
It's
It
hilarious.
is pretty hilarious.
Have you all seen Four Christmases?
Yes.
That's a good one.
That's
Google me, bitch.
Yeah.
Was it Reese Witherspoon? And,
Yeah. Vince Vaughn.
Vince Vaughn.
Yeah, that's a good one.
It's like you know you made it when you made a Christmas movie.
Yeah.
And then I guess our second question is, what did we say? Would you watch Hallmark Christmas movies year round?
Yeah.
If Christmas movies were on year round.
No.
No, they're all the same. It's always
It's very much like a Mad Lib. Like, okay, this guy is from, or the male protagonist is from
The male
this
is always at the
blank city.
yeah, he's
Girl
from
is
big
always
cities.
out living.
Yeah.
And comes back.
Built from a small town.
yeah.
The woman goes off, comes back.
But it's love.
very
Very
similar.
similar.
There's love there.
My mother watches it.
Oh my
Sorry,
gosh.
Mom, if you're listening.
Is that her soap operas?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Then she has her boyfriend watching it too, and they're just like glued to the fucking TV. They're like, Ashley, can you pop more popcorn over there? You know, popcorn.
I mean, Cameron.
Candace Cameron.
I'll
Oh,
watch for that.
I guess the next one. Who do we say? Who was hotter, Topanga
Oh, Topanga, definitely.
or Candace Cameron?
Topanga.
Topanga.
Do you know who Topanga is? Or Candace
I do.
Cameron? Okay.
I didn't.
She
So
was just
You
like,
didn't know who Topanga was?
yeah,
what a fucking loser this
Boy Meets World.
I didn't watch Boy Meets World.
Yeah. That's probably a little too, yeah.
And then, so then, what, then it went to,
Topanga.
then it went Kelly Kapowski,
Oh, Kelly Kapowski.
For sure, Jesse Spano.
Jesse Spano, yeah. I couldn't wait for Cheryl Girls to come out. Because it was like Jesse
I
Spano.
couldn't watch it because I loved her in Saved by the
When
Bell.
that scene came on, let me tell you what.
I went
refused
saw
to
it.
watch it.
I didn't see her Saved by the Bell no
I
more.
couldn't watch it in theaters.
No,
you know,
yeah,
it was so
hard.
private.
It was hard.
Yeah.
House.
No, we went and saw her at the theater. Like, what? I was like, yep, we're watching Jesse Spano on the beach.
Oh my god!
But-
And then she turned into a
Yeah.
Kelly Kapowski is so much better than Kelly all the way.
Yeah, I think she does like cooking YouTube videos
Yeah,
now.
now, yeah.
I watch it. I don't care what she's cooking. I'm watching them.
Yeah.
on mute.
Whatever. But the lotion is. No, I mean.
Oh, TMI.
Oh
Oh,
my
Lord
god!
have mercy.
Kelly is.
Yeah, we've been doing those debates here, and we're like, would you rather? So we're gonna have to think of a lot more.
would you rather,
What would
yeah.
you rather do?
Yeah.
And but yesterday's would you rather, it turned into a whole thing
Oh.
yesterday. I don't even know if you guys want to talk about it.
Lay it on.
Uh-oh.
Can I get you all some beers? Real quick, sorry to
Yeah,
interrupt,
let's get
but y'all need some beers.
Need
Everyone's.
beers. Emily, need a beer?
Prizes.
I'm gonna do the scorched orchard.
Oh, it's
Okay.
damn good.
Very delicious.
Okay.
Very delicious.
I'm good on my beer, but I'll get everybody around. You can just put it on my tab, whatever everybody wants.
What are you getting?
Scorched orchard.
I just had scorch. Yeah, I'll do another scorch.
Scorched. You?
Actually, give me a crispy. Yeah, crispy business, please.
Let's hear this.
Well, Emily needs to be a part of it.
Oh, okay.
Emily and Nicole, they leave me, and then I'm with the boys, and then they start doing things, and then they start doing.
She got a little scared. She's like, "Oh, what? We're talking about that? Here's anybody?"
It's a gross one. It's something gross one.
Here, I'm carrying this to the bar.
I like those questions. Like, would you rather eat scabs?
So, but then I told my husband, and then I thought he was gonna make fun of it, and then he was like, "But this or this?" Like
like
he
your
was
husband.
questioning,
Husband's fun.
back and forth, and he's like, so. But I'll tell you more when Emily comes back because
Gotta hear this. This sounds exciting.
Funny.
it's the stupidest thing ever.
I do like the fact that you get kind of like different states.
It was when we went there that one day, and I'm still in the
Yeah, go
microphone.
ahead.
It was that one day when we went over there to Arcadium, and I was just like, what a cool idea. Because this next year, like we sit down all the time every Monday, and we're talking about what we're doing to build our clientele up, or just to throw a party for no reason, you know. That's like what we like to do.
Yeah, that would be a super cool.
Like it could be like maybe the state's birthday. We can correlate it with the state's birthday or something going on, or where someone's from. Because me, I love Colorado beer. Can't he get Colorado beer? Or you know, Emily. You know, like anything that has like a war name in it. Can we get our hands on that for St. Day?
We were here till 9:30 at night.
Well, then, like you said, I mean,
Now let's get down so you can get in too.
it's almost one of those things where if you do the states or whatever, like you said, you can almost do kind of battle type of thing, almost like
Yeah.
a tournament style
Like
beer.
if we all collaborated together and just because we walked in and I was like, what a cool idea to have all Chicago, Illinois, and to bring in the food. Like we can
You
do.
bring in a state, we can do local, like surrounding states. We can do all 50 losers.
I mean, that's such a good idea. That is a goal. You know, like I think that would be really cool. Like maybe in 2 years or down the road, you could have all 50 states or 48,
No way.
You know, 40, and be able to have that. Like that would.
That sounds really
Or
cool.
maybe you
but
can bring
really-
in like at least one beer from the state.
Like I will be willing to give up my time to be able to help with that if that's something that could
It-
happen.
It sounds great, right? Overall, but then when you really think about it from like a legality standpoint, a logistics standpoint, it's so much more involved than you would imagine on the back end just to do it.
Yeah.
That's kind of the problem because like generally if you're going to work with a brand, like they're not going to just want to send, they're not going to pay a license to send in one beer for one event. They're
But
going to
if
want
we commit to a certain amount of cases, or
yeah, but even still, like you got to think like, and again, this is the
Maybe we
whole.
go to Total Wine or liquor bar that buys some
Well, I mean, but
you didn't
but
hear
she-
that.
you don't need to do that because she can order them anyways. If they're at Total Wine or liquor bar, she can order them anyway. The issue is like, shipping and freight costs are very expensive.
like surrounding.
Surrounding states, yeah, that would be.
So we could do one.
Tennessee.
Doing like an
Okay.
East Coast one's a lot easier than the
What if
entire-
we started off with Kentucky, okay? And like Kentucky's birthday. We could say Kentucky's birthday week or birthday month. And if
Yeah.
you were able to get me like one from every brewery that's in Kentucky, we
Well,
can
you've only
start
got so
there.
many lines too, right? How many lines? do
We
you
have 8 lines.
Yeah, so I got 8 that can cover you right there. You know, I've got
But
that
it could be
covered.
1 or
And-
2 beers
and
because then
cans
we
and-
try to have 2 lights, 2 sweet or wheat, 2
Yeah, we
IPAs,
definitely-
and 2
yeah,
dark.
cans are a great way to
Cans
do it
too.
Yeah.
We change our lineup. So in January when we change up, we've done beers from around the world. And that was a cool one because it was our second or like our real first year of being open, and everybody was trying beers from that you don't normally get out here. That's why I remember when somebody gave me a Red Stripe and I had Red Stripe and I was like, you're supposed to drink it with a lime?
Yeah.
Like I've never heard of Red Stripe with
Yeah.
lime and it tasted so much better. Now I want to bring Red Stripe back and throw a fucking lime
We
in
need to
there.
talk about this international thing because I've got a lot of great beers.
We could do it again. We could
Yeah.
do beers around the world in January because it gets people to come in because they're like, oh, they have all this weird ass beer.
Germany.
And yeah,
But it should be a specific German time.
You could even do countries.
Oktoberfest again. You know, like we.
That's it.
I mean, but then we can do it again.
But I carry
January.
German. I carry German, Belgian beers all year round.
100%.
Yeah. So
Okay.
Okay, here we go. We have the ladies here.
Oh, okay.
Let's hear this.
It's a little gross.
Light on.
Normally, I don't talk about this, but it was like a would you rather kind of situation. You good? Is he leaving? He's a closer, I think.
He's had enough.
Bye. All right. So a lot of it is inside jokes, but would you rather drink pee or pick up a shit with your bare hands?
I'll pick up shit with my hand. Okay.
Okay.
This
What are your
was
questions? So ask me what is what.
what is
Who's
what?
pee?
Somebody's pee, not yours. And it's a morning pee.
Well, let's say.
Real specific.
Really
Male,
asparagus.
what kind of shit?
Ooh. Ooh.
Human
what, male or
shit?
female?
Dog shit?
We didn't get specific on the dog one. No,
No,
yeah.
I got
So
no
It
all
was just a
specifics.
general question.
it was so then the shit. It was not. It was still firm but very squishy.
Like, so when you pick it up, it kind of slides.
Yeah,
a
it
little
kind of
bit.
like goes through your fingers.
Again, I've got to ask. Male, female.
All right.
This could be, you know,
All right. Female piss, a male shit.
He's over here with a microscope. Okay.
You're talking human. So
Human. I mean, I guess it could have been like bird or dog or. I guess we never got that far. That's awesome. It's awesome that you're bringing it that far. It was so funny.
I mean, you can wash your hands,
Yes.
right?
Yeah, but you're not
You
going to
don't-
get.
but
you're
you
not gonna
can't
get that
take
taste.
But if somebody has a lot of vitamins in them that day and you drink the piss, do you
be
absorb
good.
those
It'd be
vitamins?
good.
I mean, I ain't thinking about that if someone's stealing them, you know?
Because if they took too much vitamin C,
you gotta think about this properly.
if
This is scientific.
if you have a cold and somebody pissed and they had a lot of vitamin C in their pee, like I would consider drinking it because maybe
Maybe it
no,
helps you.
it would help me because I don't have vitamin C.
The body releases the pollutants.
No,
It's
it's
sterile.
absolutely
Don't you remember
not.
in dodgeball? It's
I can
sterile.
wash my hands for a while. You know what I mean?
Hot water, yeah. You
Oh,
can't sterilize your inside.
I can wash my hands enough to run the hot water heater out of hot
Is
water.
it from the tap?
What?
Is it coming from the tap?
I don't think it's on. It ain't going in a keg.
No,
Cake
straight
tea?
from the source. Straight from
Is
the
it
source.
coming
Let's
straight from
say
the bottom?
there's a woman
Yeah.
she's standing above me and I press and she press
right.
releases something and
Okay,
I'm
what
there.
happens in the bedroom does not have to come out.
This podcast took a real turn.
It really took a real turn.
Right.
Oh my God.
I like to take us there.
Yeah.
I'm not scared to go in the room outside. If we
Very,
can do this,
very
we're gonna do it
dark.
right.
I like it.
We're gonna do it right.
Okay. Yes, it can come straight from the source, but that person's body is not being seen. It's like a hole, if you know what I mean.
Long hole.
A hole on a hole.
Wow.
So I've had a few beers and we're laying there. And she says, "You want to pick up this shit?"
Huh? She, shim.
It has to be sick.
Because she could have a deep voice.
Yeah.
By the way, y'all.
My name's Bob. I do body work on BMWs.
All right, so we're sitting there, and she's like,
Oh.
Good enough.
Oh no.
"That's right." So we're sitting there.
Buckeye Jason just spilled his beer.
He's excited.
I'm getting into the details here. We're getting a little
Lord.
wound up. All right, so we're talking. So let's just say you and a friend are sitting, and this conversation comes up, and it's like, hey, do you want me to shit and you pick it up, or do you want me to piss? What are you thinking then?
I mean, but what if it smells really bad?
Let's go with it. Everything's kosher. It's like,
I'm with Nolan. I think I would rather pick up shit where I can wash my hands until the hot water runs out.
Yeah.
So
am I the only one that's...
But I mean, there are people that are into the pee thing.
The golden shower.
You know, I mean, there are people into golden
I'm
shower.
not one of them. I am not one of
So
those.
I guess if you're into that, then it's a no-brainer, right? But I mean, if
I
you're not
guess,
into
which
that,
is making me wonder here.
Right.
I mean, you know,
This is a whole different side.
I'll defend him. Maybe he's
I'm
just
looking at this
open.
and all
Yeah.
discussion of something like this.
He's open to different things.
Like I said, we're sitting there and it's like, you want me to shit right here, and you pick it up and clean it up, or you want me to pee right here?
Like, would you let it happen and you catch it?
That's what I'm saying.
Oh my god.
I've got to know all the details involved.
I'm gonna need you to squat real quick.
You can't just throw something out and be like, really dilly about it. It's got to be detailed.
Right behind
What's
you.
going on. Because I don't know, shit can smell bad.
I made my choice.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So
He's
we're-
shutting it
and
down.
this
He's
thing's
shutting
like,
it down.
all right, shit in my hand. You're okay with that?
No, she said pick it up.
I know, but he brought the point coming straight from the source. Or not the point, but like,
You're like,
It's still excrement.
but either way, it's excrement.
Yeah. I mean,
so it does a little whoop in your hand.
or you drink it from the source.
Yeah, but I mean,
No, I'm still.
you know, this could go a lot of different ways.
It could go a lot of different ways.
Is it a frosty? Is it
Now you're coming around to my way of thinking. Now you're thinking. You're starting to wonder now. You're like, well, let me think about this.
No, the question was.
Buckeye Jason could be on to something.
No matter
Let's
what,
think about this.
no matter what, I can wash my hands.
Yes, the question is, would you rather drink tea or pick up shit? I'm picking up shit.
Yeah, and just going on a straight.
Yeah, but
Don't think about it. Yeah,
we're
let's
not
not go too
dissecting
detailed with it.
I am not listening.
But you have to have details. You can't just
No.
like throw it out there. and be
It's a
like,
hypothetical. You don't need details.
I get
It is
it.
a hypothetical.
This is all hypothetical.
Look, this is what happens when he's drinking his 50th beer.
Let's say this.
He's
Here we
at
go.
50?
He's on 51 now.
He flipped it over!
He just spilled 51.
Tiffany Amber Gleason is sitting there. She says,
Oh shit. Oh shit.
how about this? She says, do you want me to shit on your face or this on your face?
I don't want you to do either. Get out of my house.
You're kicking Tiffany Amber Gleason out of your house.
Yep.
Hey, I've
Oh
accidentally.
my gosh. Did you pull up more? Would you rather?
Yeah.
Lawnmower beers.
That's it.
So what is this?
That's his little. So when he drinks a beer that he considers a lawnmower beer, you see Price is Right, where the little dude goes up a mountain.
Yeah.
That's how he ranks his
Buckeye
beers.
Jason's lawnmower beer scale.
But I've realized today, like even if it's a 6-pack,
His
his
lawn looks
lawn
like that.
still looks like that. 'Cause he's not actually
Let
mowing
me tell
his
you what, my
lawn.
lawn is nice. I love it. I like it good lawn.
I love a good lawn. Now, my husband loves the leaf blower. I won't mow a lawn, he won't mow a lawn. I'm from Vegas, we have fake grass, you know? The leaf blower is like quite intriguing and making all the leaves go to the street, because the street guy came today and was like, I've never seen that till I moved here either. Like it's
suck the leaves
somebody
up.
coming up and sucking up the leaves, and I was like, holy shit, people do that out here?
Because there's like no trees in Mosquito.
Yeah, we have palm trees. We sweat. We were like,
They don't shed.
wee. Yeah, they
Yeah,
don't
they don't
shed.
shed.
Like I've never seen leaves blow, and then I moved here, and I'm like, what the hell is this? You know, even in Colorado, they don't do what it does here.
Fake
And
grass. I know a girl lives in Arizona that has fake grass. Like, I can have fake grass.
fake- it's
I've got
actually
to have
true.
real grass. I've got to cut it. It's got to look like a golf course.
I need to see a picture of your lawn. Sir.
Do you do like the
crisscross?
checks? That's crazy.
You have a picture? Do you mow your grass?
No. I don't.
Do you like mowing grass?
So I don't. When I was a child, when I was a kid, I started mowing grass when I was like 8, 9 years old. So I did so much of it as an adolescent and as a teenager. But nowadays, I pay a local kid to cut my grass.
When's the last time a local kid came to your house and said, can I mow your lawn? Can I blow your leaves? Or can I shovel your
5 years ago, and I was like, yeah.
I've never had one come to my house.
No,
I used to do that all the
They knocked
time.
on my door, and I was like, yeah, kid.
No
And
shit.
he still cuts my
Summertime,
grass.
I got the lawnmower pushed down the street. Every house you hear, like, can I mow your lawn?
Yeah, I did it.
Wintertime, you have to shovel. You're like, I'll shovel your. You gotta wait for
We
10 bucks.
shovel snow. Like we're good at that, but we shovel. Yeah, we just go and shovel people's drives. That we know that they don't have the capability of doing that.
It's really nice. Like
Making
elderly
sure,
people and
yeah,
stuff. That's
yeah.
great.
We make sure their stairs are.
That's great.
Their stairs are good.
Here's a story. My next door neighbor, elderly lady, kind of crippled, walks wobbly, part-time walking. I was cutting her grass. I lived there about 4 years when we was out. I was cutting grass. She put up boards between our lawns. Keep in mind, she has clovers in her yard anyway, so she didn't take care of it. But I was cutting her. And she put boards up.
So you can't cut it.
So I was like, and she'll cut it herself, and she struggles. I'm like, why would you not just,
You weren't doing it the way she wanted.
there's no way to do it, she just cuts it.
No, but you weren't doing it the way she liked it.
But I was like,
Wow.
she put 2x4s between our property. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm being nice. I'm
Yeah,
helping
you're going
you
out of your way to cut
You are
grass.
crippled and you're struggling to get it done. I'm helping you. Maybe I should have said, hey, nobody's in there. Like, but you have clovers anyways. The clovers are blowing in my yard.
Seeping into your yard
I'm
now.
battling the clovers in my 1/6 of my yard. I'm still doing it. I'm like, I want to go up to her, but
Did you find your forward?
Did you ask her?
I thought about it. I was like, she has her daughter coming in once in a while. Mom's going to bed at 9 o'clock. The dog is out.
Shut up.
Bitch.
Wow.
Oh, I
Well,
would
I'm like,
like.
when she put the boards down, it just kind of upset me. I was like, because I've had other neighbors when I've lived other places. I've had single ladies live next to me, like, I'll cut your grass, put up. Not trying to get whatever, or being a nice neighbor, being a good neighbor. You know, like, whatever.
Wow.
Put boards up.
So our neighbor, the one now we live to now, it snowed a little bit last year, so we shoveled his drive. He figured out our phone numbers, which nobody knows how he got it. So come to find out, he's ex-CIA, and he looked up our phone numbers, and he texted me and my husband thanking us for shoveling his drive. Tell them. I was like, did you give out my number? Like, I don't care.
Right.
You can have my phone. I think it's out there. And my husband's phone number, like we have Vegas phone numbers. We have the 702 area code. And we're like, how? I'm like, Mom, did you give him my phone number? And she's like, no, I didn't. I wouldn't do that without asking you. And so we're like, hey, how'd you get it? No, he's like, oh yeah, I'm ex-CIA. Like And funny because my mom's boyfriend works for the Pentagon, just remote.
Wow.
Crazy.
That's hilarious.
I'm pretty sure. From what I gather. Damn, you have.
Sexy. Sexy pictures.
Oh.
She's got the laundry juice.
Yeah, you don't want to see that.
I'm all
I
sparkly.
mean, does not everybody like to have a nice, the striped lawn?
My mom cuts our lawn.
Does she live in that?
She's in Versailles. Yeah, we live in Versailles. She's like, it's a workout. And I'm like, fuck that shit. I don't cut lawns.
I love cutting. I've always loved cutting. When I was a little kid, I was like,
Make money.
like I said, I have not had things done to my door in years.
They're not that way.
They're too busy.
They're in their basement. They're like my son in the basement playing video games. Oh, I asked for soccer tickets for December 19th through December 13th. And we'll get extra tickets. So if you guys want to come and watch me wave to the people and accept an award. Woman of Empowerment, I think, or something. And all you guys have to be like this.
We can do that.
Or the princess wave.
Yeah, there you go.
I will go to
Soccer game.
soccer game.
Oh, thank you. They're undefeated, the women's team that we're going to. They're undefeated. Don't care. Well, you're going, and you're going to like it.
Not a single fuck was given.
You're going to like
Not a
it.
single one. You like soccer?
Yes, I don't know a lot about it. But soccer is good.
Hater. Hey, so here's my question. I have a question about grass. So, the Colorado Rockies, they imported Kentucky bluegrass for the baseball stadium. We come out to this Lexington Legends.
Fucking rubber.
Turf, because it's cheaper to maintain.
There is more Kentucky bluegrass in other states, like perfect immaculate grass in other states than in Kentucky.
I
Why?
believe it's also in Mile High State.
Yeah. Why? Why? Does Kentucky not care about their bluegrass? I don't think I've ever seen bluegrass out here.
I do not like an artificial turf baseball field.
I agree.
I agree with, like she said, it's easier to make.
Well,
Cheaper.
I don't hear it. I don't hear it.
Cheaper to
It doesn't matter.
maintain.
It doesn't matter if you're playing baseball.
The Legends were struggling. They got called the counterclocks for some reason. They needed something cheaper to maintain and stick around.
It's good.
So we can't give, but the grass is from here. It should should be easy to maintain. I don't know about grass.
I'm not a botanist.
Guess what? Before there was artificial turf, it was grass. It was maintained in every fucking facility in the world. But no. We're in Lexington, you're gonna have a rubber fucking field like that. We're retards.
So why? Okay, so
It's baseball. It's part of baseball.
George Roger Clark. They got turf. Everything.
Artificial turf, artificial baseball.
Baseball too right now.
Baseball.
Do you have to wear different cleats?
Dirt is artificial.
Football is a little different than the baseball field at the Legend. The Legend field is just like
I'm talking about.
it's not even.
I'm talking about the baseball field. And
And
George
the
Roger
baseball
Clark
field
is turf.
as turf is
Even the dirt is fake.
You can have fake dirt.
Yes.
Do you have to wear different cleats when you're wearing?
in the
Do
ball
you have to
town,
know
too.
it's
In the
AstroTurf?
dirt, you're supposed to wear spikes. On the
It's
dirt,
not-
you wear molds.
The Legend is not AstroTurf. It's not AstroTurf. It's
I'm just saying.
what I'm saying. It's not even official AstroTurf. It's
But you have. But you're saying you don't like baseball being played on artificial
No.
surfaces. I'm telling you that a literally
Drink it.
high school team has a total artificial.
So I haven't been drinking.
I know. I don't know.
I know.
Legend.
Somebody tell me it's not happening here.
Dirt and grass.
It's all rubber.
Dirt too.
Gotta
Dirt
throw
is
up some.
rubber.
Oh shit! There you
I
go.
don't want it.
It hurt my mind.
I don't want it.
Which one is that?
It's for Shortridge. I haven't been drinking much lately, so more than one beer is weird.
Cause she had her 1,000
Yes.
beers and now she's cutting back.
All I drink is Michelob and Tracker and Winning, if I drink. So, it's rare. Most of what I drink is on the podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll say that too.
I mean, it could be good. Or good influence, you know.
Alright, so with that being said, we're going to go ahead and wrap this episode up before we get into too many more references. We don't
Yes.
want to go down any more
I'm just saying,
Nobody
you
answered.
gotta have,
No, you don't.
got to have the information.
You have to know
You don't.
all the
All
information.
in.
The information was enough. So I want to thank Weird Twin
When
for
somebody
sitting down
does
with us.
what you
I want to
rather,
thank
you have
Nolan
to have
for sitting
all
down
the
with
information.
us and sharing his insights on everything. And hopefully we're going to get this thing wrapped up and we're going to do a war or something else. And we're going to leave Jason to his, I don't know what. Anyway.
I
That being said,
inquisitive mind.
You are very
I have to
inquisitive mind.
know
No, you
every
don't.
detail of what's going on. You can't just throw something out really good. You have to. It's
The
going to
question
last.
is a question. That's what was asked. That's it. One answer. There's
The question is what we have to know what the question is.
We did. Would you rather drink pee or pick up food?
But there has to be
No.
parameters involved in that.
No,
I
there
gotta know
doesn't.
what team,
No, there doesn't.
who,
There
when,
does
what,
not.
where.
What did they eat?
What
What day of the
No.
week is
Was
it?
it
All right,
pineapple?
see, all right. On that
Are
note, we will see
Are we
you
in a big
later.
religious? I don't know.
Turning you off.
I don't know.
Turning you
Roast.
off. Oh.
You're with me, people.